We're
What are
live.
you having for lunch?
We're live. We don't care. Aha!
Chaos must consume.
You guys are live. I'm dead.
Aren't you a robot?
Well, I'm not technically alive either. But
I mean, technically, a Warforged is kind of alive. It does have a soul, although it's usually artificial. But
and with Clyde and his model, we're using a soul token, which
artificial soul.
Well, no, you establish that it's run off of dead people.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, you did actually go through with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
The soul can
fair
always
enough.
recharge by dead people.
Yeah. Speaking of, how many souls does it take for a full charge?
How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Roll Pop?
The answer is he doesn't know.
The world may
may
never know.
Never know.
Yeah, I just kind of had a small idea after perusing my my stash of unplayed TTRPGs that I own. And I just remembered Vampire the Masquerade. And I thought, what if I asked Terry if we could use souls on the soul tokens, like how blood points are used in Vampire?
I mean, it kind of makes sense. Either that, I was either thinking something like that, or like basically having you roll just a straight D20, and anything over, let's say, a 13 with you would capture the soul, and if you got an at 20, your soul coin was automatically filled, and then we would determine how many souls would it take to actually fully charge.
Yeah. Another thing with like the blood point system is that while blood points are very necessary in Vampire for just living, they're also consumed when doing abilities. Yeah.
I'd say let's easiest way to do it, just so it makes it real easy to keep up with. Hang on, what are you again? You are
I am a bard.
Okay. Your spell slots. That's how many souls you would need to charge it.
All right.
So basically, your soul coin, your spell slots, you're consuming soul energy. So you need that many souls to recharge it.
All right.
Souls!
I was thinking of having the souls and the spell slots being separate things.
Yeah, I did. Well, it'd be separate, but
same amount.
Yeah.
All right, so same total amount. And I was thinking for abilities, we could just burn a soul point in order to use a maneuver from the fighter's list.
Your girlfriend is in my chat, by the way.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, kind of like key for monks.
Yeah.
You can burn some soul.
Actually, quite literally, yeah.
You can burn. Instead of doing it like that, from where you can pull from somebody else's, you can burn a soul point to gain, either an extra action or a bonus action. If you haven't and you've already used your secondary action or your bonus action, burn a soul point.
Why you don't have very many of those?
In stretches, and also lore thing, in stretches between jobs, just Clyde just goes to town and just asks, "Hey, any executions happening? Any executions going on?" What was this man charged for?
Littering? Yep, that's definitely the death penalty.
Yeah, my lunch consists of grilled turkey and cheese, which I already ate, and spicy chicken noodle. Which is pretty good.
Mine was Sonny's barbecue, the best barbecue this side of Texas.
burger.
Ah, well, I've never
Very
been that
good, very
side of
good.
Texas.
Mine was reheated Little Caesars breadsticks.
Nice. My breakfast was s'mores Pop-Tarts.
Wait, you
Because
had
once you get
breakfast?
into Texas, like, what's the best barbecue? Yes.
Yes. The answer is yes.
The answer for the breakfast is I had been ordered to eat something countless times before, and now it's just ingrained.
Now Alexandra
Dickie's
got a
is the only
pizza.
barbecue place in Texas I don't really like. And I think that's just because it's basically a chain barbecue.
Chain.
But every other barbecue place I ever ate in Texas was off the chain. Anyway. All right. As me and Babs were discussing while we were waiting for everybody. Okay. The coercion method that Sheriff Isaac uses to bring you all together. Right. Zaz got into a fight with Isaac's brothers, dwarves, because Isaac's adopted.
Yeah.
Pippi, do we need to ask?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Natyrus, Artemis's character, accidentally killed a target, Dimwit Dan, aka Dangerous Dan, only to himself, but actually did him a favor as he was stricken with the worst case of syphilis ever seen. Clyde stole the ever frying pan, and Mando's character, Doc Q, being a woman practicing medicine without a proper license.
To be fair, he promised me that ever frying pan, and he didn't pay up.
Isaac's just a piece of shit that needed his face kicked in.
That's the other thing is, has Zaz been in High Noon enough times to know that Sheriff Isaac speaks with a dwarven accent?
Probably not. Probably.
Well, what is the dwarven accent?
It's that slow, methodical.
Gotcha.
Sheriff Isaac talks like this. He enunciates quite well.
Think foghorn leghorn. Now, son, I said, now, son.
Now, boy, I said, boy.
Now, boy, I said.
The only
now,
dwarf
boy.
that doesn't talk like that is, of course, what's his name? Goggly. What did I name him?
I don't know what you named him. You put a whole bunch of names in the thing here. What was it? You didn't put it in the Wicked Mimic. You put it in the Saloon or the. Yeah.
NPCs, where are you at? Yeah.
The former
Goji.
mayor, wasn't it?
Lord Golgi Iron Fist. He's got that prospector. Woohoo! There's gold in them there.
Oh no.
I also founded this here section. I went up in them mountains and I found all sorts of shiny things. And next thing I know, all my kinfolk showed up.
Definitely ain't gonna find any more gold up there. I done got it all.
Lathander have mercy.
We keep a digging though.
I bought these.
Hey, Mando.
Hey. I didn't show Terry doesn't know about my frying pan.
So I bought these.
Very nice.
They're pens.
Look,
I have a prop.
you do me a favor. Keep that thing away from me. I don't care what you're going to use it for. You're not going to use it to hit me upside the head, please.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah, you have to keep it
Healing
away
touch
from
is now
people.
healing slap.
Oh god, that's a Praetorian. That's a Praetorian.
Get up.
It's iron, right?
No,
That it-
well, this is,
it is?
yeah, but
Yes, it's cast iron.
the
Pens.
frying pan of bunk that Terry approved is adamantine.
Okay, then we're
Okay,
good.
you're definitely good.
Pippi can't
a frying
touch
pan.
iron.
Yeah, Pippi is the only character that does not have a gun because all guns are made from iron. Pippi can't touch iron, so
She has a
that's
pocket
why she has the
cannon.
crossbow.
The only reason
She has a brass pocket cannon.
Yeah.
Vantali demands souls.
The
And
only
Vantali's always
unfortunately-
demanding souls.
Unfortunately, all the souls currently are going to Clyde over here in the corner.
Hang on, mindless. Are you the responsible
I
one, or is
I
it
gotta stay
Clyde?
sharp.
Who's the elder?
Clyde is the one that's going to be the responsible one here.
Oh,
Yeah.
you and me were the responsible ones. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I on the other hand am only going to get in trouble if somebody, I don't know, bumps into me, calls me short, or calls me fatherless again here.
What if Clyde calls you short?
How attached is he to his kneecaps?
Clyde don't got kneecaps.
What
What do you mean he got no kneecaps here? He got something there. Whatever's in the place of his kneecaps here, he's going to be losing it.
What is Clyde this time?
Clyde is a warforged, basically a robot. Although technically he ain't a warforged. He was forged to something entirely different.
Basically, well, have you ever played the Fallout 4?
Nope.
Yeah, Fallout 4.
Yeah, I played all the 3D Fallouts. And I
Think
just
Nick
started.
Valentine meets Deuce Bigelow, Mel Gigolo.
Oh no.
Wait, hold up. Who was that second one?
And the only one who knows he's not human is Pippi.
Yeah, because
Well,
Clyde.
no, remember, Doc will figure that out very quickly because Terry wrote it that healing word doesn't it heals only
Yeah, no.
half.
Healing spells don't affect me as much.
No, it was half. I thought we decided
Yeah.
it was half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
healing spells don't affect me as much as normal people would.
But if I
But
use
the reason-
mending, I can use
Yeah, no.
mending on you and it'll work.
Yeah, but how would you know that mending would work?
I don't,
Unless-
but I will be able to figure out that my healing spells don't work.
Ideally, mechanically, the healing spells definitely would restore your health. They just wouldn't restore your body.
They heal me by half and can't heal me fully. And Clyde essentially explains this to anyone who asks that he's just cursed.
No, I'm pretty sure Doc's gonna figure it out pretty quickly.
Doc will probably figure it out pretty quickly, especially since Pippi already knows.
A passive deception of 20.
Hang on a second. Phone call.
You underestimate the power of a passive deception of 20.
I deceive everybody.
And prestidigitation, which will do minor repairs, is a cantrip.
Prestidigitation. Hold up. Prestidigitation don't do repairs.
No, it does not.
Yeah, no. Mending does repairs. Mending is a cantrip. Prestidigitation don't do shit.
Oh, it can
There's
clean.
Molly. Come over here,
Yeah,
Molly. I need to
it
give you
cleans.
It'll clean.
some.
Let me pull out the.
Yep. You create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect, such as a shower of sparks or a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odor. You instantaneously light or snuff out candles or torches or a small campfire.
I'm pretty
You
sure how many monster books I have.
clean or soil an object. I will shit
I
this
think you need
person's
some more,
pants.
Terry. I don't think you have quite enough.
Exactly. I'm also going to pet this loot bug real quick before I.
Monster manual. The monsters of the multiverse.
But mending is also a cantrip.
And
Yeah.
the tones of the beast.
Cantrip. Yeah.
I
Mending
have
is a
mending as a cantrip.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Molly.
I think
More
almost
advanced
everyone does. Yeah, artificer, bard, cleric, druid, sorcerer, and wizard.
No, but I think I took it as my cantrip because I don't think I can have multiple cantrips.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, Terry lets us
Yeah.
have access to our class's full
Your
spell.
full. Check the link I sent you. You have
Yeah, but I
access
thought
to
that only
everything.
applied to spells. I didn't think that applied to cantrips.
Cantrips
Cantrips are
are spells,
spells.
they just don't got a level.
You mean for the
Pretty
last
fast.
year I could have been you?
Yeah.
I blame Terry.
Oh yeah,
I bl-
I could have been using other cantrips.
Blame Terry
you
for
were just
not
wanting to use
filling
those.
out.
The fact that cantrips are not acknowledged as level 0 spells.
I
But
tried
yeah, if
to
it's a
tell
spell
you.
or cantrip you have access to, you can use it.
Hey.
I don't do that limiting thing because I'm like, you either have the knowledge to use your spell or cantrip. If you're a wizard, you're going to have your freaking grimoire on you, unless you're Kevin, and then you have it tattooed on you.
I like
Or has an eidetic memory, in which case he can just memorize all the spells that he ever wants.
my
Whether or
favorite
not he's good at them, it doesn't matter. He's Kevin.
Hi, puppy.
my favorite spellbook variant
Kevin.
has to be having a deck of cards that has all your spells just on them.
Seriously, this
That's my
whole
favorite
time, this whole time,
Yeah,
the whole
I
Hold
tried
time.
to tell you.
cantrips are a type of spell. I mean, it's only spellcasters that can use them, or those with the.
Antali is already clipping that. Mando, you are already clipped, saying for the past year.
The past year, I could have used the whole of your cantrips.
Yeah.
All right. God damn it! All right, gotta.
Yuck.
All right.
Although, to be fair, I never really got to do much in combat. Like, there's like twice that I actually got to be involved in combat, and the one time I nearly died twice. And the
Yeah, that's
second time, I killed the big bad evil guy.
That is
welcome.
the difficulty when we have this many people.
The spicy broth almost went down the wrong pipe.
You cannot breathe it. Ask me how I know this.
We don't need to ask. We don't.
Look, I made a
Maybe you can't breathe it, but I'm built different.
Ooh, neat.
I'm built incorrectly.
Oh, that's cute.
It
Let's
is
see.
Quite
I
literally
know-
am built different from every one of y'all.
It makes clicky noises.
What's what? Do you remember what other monsters I said that Pippi would believe exist that doesn't actually exist, which is why she's afraid of being outside at night in the desert? I know the Chimera is one of them.
Chupacabra?
All right, I gotta keep.
I don't
stealing
actually
these
remember.
bug eggs.
I know the Chimera was one that Pippi would believe exist.
Griffins.
Chupacabra.
I know.
I
Yeah,
think it would be
definitely the chupa
funnier.
thingy.
I think it would be
Hang on,
funnier
Bosco.
if she
Kill these bugs.
insists that these things exist and everybody insists that they don't, and she's right.
Well, they also have one. They don't believe the purple worm exists. Pippi knows it exists, and Zaz does too because he spent a lot of time in the wild.
Yeah.
That you two know it exists, but nobody
Not
else.
a children's story. You would
No,
be
everybody
wild
else
to
thinks
not
it's a
believe
tall
in
tale.
children's stories.
No,
But Pippi and Zaz have both seen the purple worm, so they know the purple worm is
purple-
real.
the purple worm is a very real thing. It is a very real thing.
Well, I've never seen a purple worm.
You don't want to see a purple worm. I'm telling
Did
you
Did
right
you
now.
grow up in the Feywild?
Thinking of.
I grew up in the Feywild.
See,
I
she
grew up
knows.
in the city. Have you seen some of the people that live in a city?
I have. That's why they're
I have-
not
That's in
allowed
our
any
city
room
has
in my
got
workshop.
some weird folks.
I have broken the limbs of most of the people in the city, and I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. You do not want to go out there. You do not want to go into the wild. There will be purple worms.
And another one is like basically going to be a confusion because it is something that Pippi would have knowledge of because it comes from the Feywild, but the rest of you think she means something else. The nightmare.
Do I look like someone who spends a lot of time outdoors? I didn't even make her ginger. I should make her ginger now because do I look like someone who spends a lot of time outdoors?
You need a big hat. One of
Well,
those big one of those big, like, My Fair Lady hats.
Wrong time period.
No, technically, they're
No.
overlapping a little bit.
My
Isn't that
favorite-
Edwardian? My Fair
A little
Lady is Edwardian.
Yes, but the big hat was a carryover from earlier times.
My
So I
favorite.
had looked at getting like a traditional, like Victorian, like high city kind of Victorian, but then I was like, but she's gonna be out in the middle. So then I started like thinking of Mrs. Olsen,
Like,
Little House on the
yeah,
Prairie.
from Little
She'd
House.
probably be more like that, somewhere between like prairie dresses, but then also like she's
Yeah.
got some fancy clothes
Yeah.
that she refuses to give up, even though there's no real way to keep them nice up.
Prestidigitation to the rescue.
I don't think I have prestidigitation.
Everybody has
Yeah.
prestidigitation.
Basically, everyone has prestidigitation. I think only one class don't got prestidigitation.
It's
Yeah.
not on my list.
Well, don't look at me. I don't got it.
Is it in the list that I sent you?
I don't know where is the list that you sent me.
Your
You-
Discord messages.
Ah, shit.
Yeah,
Right,
private.
Yeah,
There-
of course,
you're-
it's on the Discord, which I don't check.
Why? Why?
Check it, and I don't get
checking
notifications.
Discord.
Let me tell you one thing.
You choose not to check it. I
That's
don't
true.
get notifications.
That is very true.
Okay, what else would let's see, what else would Pippi be afraid of being small? That sounds like it would exist, but doesn't actually exist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, what else could she be afraid of? I was going to say fly swatters.
Ice waters in very large jars.
Hang on. Clerics don't have
Not the jar.
prestidigitation.
Please, not the jar.
No, clerics don't have prestidigitation.
That's the one class. See, I told you I didn't have prestidigitation.
Mm,
That's the one class that doesn't have prestidigitation.
but you do have mending.
I have mending.
Yeah, mending. You have a lot of other different spells here that are very utilitarian as well. Just not prestidigitation. Because I think they're not considered full casters.
Shoot, where
Well, they're so
Molly? Where's Molly?
because I've played Rollmaster, a cleric is so Rollmaster kind of separates their casters into two types.
Mhm.
There's channelers, and then there's psionics.
Yeah.
And so like and actually there's a third one too. I forget what it is. But like they separate it out so that you're the source of your magic changes. A cleric is a channeler but a cleric is channeling the power of a deity in order to get their power. A wizard is using their knowledge of spell books. Sorcerers, I don't know where their source comes from. Is that also spell book?
The sorcerers
Yeah.
get their magic from
Elements.
bloodlines or outside sources, random sources.
Mhm.
They just
Yeah.
have natural knowledge of it.
And then warlocks have a dark patron. Like yeah.
Warlocks are hired. Clerics.
Warlocks and clerics,
artificers are half
Warlocks and
casters as
clerics
well.
have sugar daddies or sugar mummies.
No. Warlocks do not have a sugar daddy or mommy. They are contracted workers.
I mean,
Clerics.
I'm hearing an awful lot. I'm hearing an awful lot of magical gobbledygook here, and
Lathander, bless your soul.
you get that god stuff out of here, lady.
I absolutely will not.
Zaz, respectfully, right now the God stuff is what's letting her heal you. Granted, what's letting me heal you is my experience, but
Well, technically, she could heal you without it. It's just because she's got medical knowledge. So she is
Yeah.
a doctor / nurse. Well, she's a nurse. She's practicing medicine without a license. But
Hey,
she did not graduate from medical school. Now, my husband, he graduated from medical school, even though I wrote all his papers for him.
don't worry about where
He
my
actually could not read very well, so I would read his textbooks to him so he could learn. and I would write his papers for him. So really, I have been to medical school, but I have not actually received a degree.
Don't worry
I
about
did
where.
go to nursing school. I have a nurse. I'm a nurse. But she's technically not a doctor. But she's a better healer than her husband ever was because she actually has magic to include in her.
I think it would also be funny if Pippi has like not this like a slight fear that when she's around orcs. She's afraid they're going to eat her because of like things that her caregivers told her as a child growing up. That if she didn't go to bed, the orc was going to eat her.
Now, Pippi, don't you dare go outside after dark. I swear, you go outside, the orc's gonna eat you.
That's so mean.
Orcs were very disappointing in my first encounter with them.
Are we not supposed to like orcs?
It's because you just don't smell right.
Well, you
Not
ain't got
orc.
certain things
Oh,
right.
what is that thing?
I don't have my orc face loaded here, so don't expect me to turn into an orc.
Elves?
It needs to be something that is otherwise harmless. And I'm trying to think of it.
Gnomes. Gnomes are harmless.
Yeah, but gnomes are also
Garden,
small.
no.
Wouldn't be able to eat her. Orcs or large.
Now I'm thinking like Ewoks. They're small and cannibals. Yeah, they'll be.
You're thinking of red cat.
No. You're thinking, yeah, the red caps are what you're thinking of here.
Drow. She's afraid of drow.
I'm
My kids
thinking.
were a very disappointing encounter.
Beholders.
I don't think
Ooh.
beholders eat. Well, not in
They-
the typical fashion.
Anyone's intimidated by a beholder.
Nargles.
I suspect the Nargles.
Exactly.
How about
Yes, it should be Nargles.
What the heck?
Luna was my homegirl. I love Luna.
Luna's the best character.
She is the best character. She's a Ravenclaw, which is the best house.
back when I was into Harry Potter? I took the I of course took the test on the website.
As did we all.
As did we all.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys this right now. I am not a fan of the Harry Potter series.
I ain't really a fan anymore.
But-
I just used to be.
I'm not even talking like it used to be here. I never was. I got
Yeah.
bullied into taking the test.
Oh, that's what I did with my husband.
Same here. That's why I'm a that's why I'm a Slytherin.
You, Terry, you bullied me into playing Phasmo.
Yeah, bullying your friends into stuff is fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you have friends.
We were into it, and then we discovered who the author actually was, and now we're not into it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And just also, I read it when I was younger, and
I just never could get into it because it literally was Star Wars with shitty lightsabers.
There
You're
you
not
go.
wrong.
but yeah.
No, I took the test, and I am a Ravenclaw. And I made
Yeah,
my husband take the test, and he's a Ravenclaw. And my mother-in-law.
Ravenclaws are just Slytherins that didn't get caught.
I want y'all to guess.
No,
which-
that would be Hufflepuff.
No, Hufflepuff aren't. Hufflepuff.
No.
Hufflepuff are
No,
Warden.
wait. Hufflepuffs are Slytherins that didn't get caught. Ravenclaws are Slytherins that are too smart to get caught.
There you go.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
I
Lost my camera.
there goes your camera.
And still,
It's been cursed. Somebody hit her
and
with
still,
a
my darling brother insists he's not a
unforgivable
Hufflepuff.
curse.
I want y'all to guess which house I got.
Hufflepuff.
Gryffindor.
All right,
Don't
well,
look at me. I don't look at me. I genuinely don't care.
All All right. So did I hear a Hufflepuff and a Gryffindor?
You did.
Both of those answers are wrong. I got.
I'm gonna guess you got Slytherin.
No, I got Ravenclaw.
Oh,
One of my children got Gryffindor, one of them got Slytherin, and the other one got Ravenclaw but wanted Slytherin.
I got Slytherin. I didn't want any of them. They made me retake it just to make sure that I got the right answers. I got the right answers, all right.
Yes, but she's terrified of Nargles, which don't actually exist. Or do they?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out.
How the fuck do I get out of this goddamn cave?
He's playing a game while he's supposed to be on the stream with us. How dare!
I can multitask.
He says.
Let's see.
As I'm
multitasking.
There she is. She's back. She got it fixed.
Who got what the heck?
I've been playing the entire stream. I've been playing before the stream. I've been playing the whole time.
That's what happens if I try and read the chat when I'm streaming from the tablet. It just kicks me out. So,
damn.
All right.
But yeah, I think, like I was saying though, I think there needs to be like anytime you are out in the wild and have to, camp for the night. Pippi is always worried about nightmares. She's talking about the nightmare. Y'all are thinking she's talking about bad dreams.
Yes.
Because nightmares are native to the Feywild.
Fiery horses.
All right, now that I've finished that mission I was playing before I got on stream, I'll just close Deep Rock Galactic.
Like Pippi has is deathly afraid of nightmares.
Oh.
Well,
dear.
especially given how large normal horses are.
I think it would be funny if Pippi was afraid the Kraken was going to get her. Although they're
in the middle of the desert. Yes. Yes. In the middle of the desert, that's hilarious.
And just to bring it full circle, nobody believes that the Kraken actually exists, although Pippi is afraid of it. But there's actually one in Torchwood.
That's directly south of where I am sitting on this thing here. It's right there.
Oh damn! I can get a perk now. Should I get a perk or should I save up
There's
for
a fucking ship near Torchwood.
Thought you were gonna close that up here.
True. However, when I got back on Space Rig 17, I saw that I got 2 perk points.
Alexandra, I'm sorry that his voice is now permanently stuck in a southern draw.
I'm sorry, hun, but this is unfortunately the price of being a voice actor.
We have to practice, right?
Yeah. The price of being a voice actor, getting stuck in the voices. Goddamn.
I think that map should have its own window instead of being the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Terry, don't you have to pay for that in order to get like multiple thingies?
Well, multiple cameras, yeah, but I can still do. Where are you at? Image file.
Just make it its own email address and then let it sign.
Yeah.
Well, if I had my laptop in here, I could just
finagle
pull it up on there.
All right, there we
You
go.
do like I have to do and go in from a separate device with a separate name.
I've closed Deep Rock Galactic now, and I am.
Or do that.
And I can edit the not that. Let me just change background. Where is it? There we go.
All right, finally open.
I mean, the map is kind of nice, but I feel like we also need to have like I know when we play, like, I don't know if there's a way to like show the board.
The battle map. Yeah.
Yeah, well, when we start playing, I'll have my laptop in here, and the laptop will have the camera on the map. So, kind of like how I've done before using my phone, except for I'm going to be using the laptop.
Fancy.
Oh, I see the Bat Squatch.
I'm already paying.
Terry's chat.
I'm
You know,
paying
Terry, toss in the Bat Squatch. He'll be good.
No.
Toss him in. Toss him in. Toss him in. Toss
Well,
him in.
actually, there is a bat squatch, but it's not
Yeah.
what you're thinking. It's an abominable snowman that dresses up like a bat fighting crime.
Yeah.
Hey, do you remember the weekend before who spent the night last time? Was it an Aria one-on-one?
It was an Aria.
It was Aria, so
Yeah.
this would have been Emma one-on-one tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't realize today was the 27th.
Oh.
So I had her on the phone. And then you're forgetting to tell me
What?
something.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you message her? Did you get my message?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Oh.
Ryan, it's Aria's birthday.
I did not get the
King forgot the birthday. Oh no.
Yeah, call her.
I
make
can
it
tell.
okay? 'Cause
And
she
he forgot to mute himself.
No, hold up. I did mute myself. What?
No, you didn't.
No,
Yes,
you
I
didn't.
did. Oh, it's using the other mic. God damn it.
Right.
Don't use my name on stream. I'm on the stream. Don't use my name.
Okay, well, don't swear in front of your mother, and then I won't.
I've sworn.
No,
I
muted.
think that's too late. We already heard the real name.
I didn't hear it. I wasn't paying attention. I just heard a loud noise. I was like, "What the heck is going on over here?"
That's okay.
I muted
I
King.
I'm over here. I'm over here writing. Okay, come on.
King,
on
just message in private chat when you're ready to come back.
Monday. I think it was Monday. One of the kids, some of the teenagers I teach, found my TikTok and were in my stream and they were using my real name. I'm like, y'all, stop! I don't use my real name.
I don't even know your real name.
You don't?
Don't worry about it.
You've never told it to me,
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
and neither does my brother.
Don't worry about it.
no, he doesn't have my real name.
No, he does not.
Where's
I-
the
What part of don't worry about it do we not understand here?
Army? Stop. You know my dog's name. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Buddy! And there
There
goes the
goes your
camera.
camera again.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, big boy.
Kimpachi's sleeping on the top of his cat.
Oh, we
tree.
lost the camera again.
Yeah, we were trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I have to get a new camera. I think there's something wrong with the camera itself.
This
I
is
still
a
haven't figured
possibility.
out. I still have not figured out why, when I'm logging into the stream from the computer, it'll be fine for like half an hour and then it'll start kicking me out.
If I were there, I'd troubleshoot with you, but I don't like doing
I know.
troubleshooting over the phone like this anymore. I used to do that, and then people got really angry with me, and I would stop. I just stopped.
Mima.
What?
Do you know?
I don't
like,
understand why you would get angry with someone who's trying to help you.
why
that
would
is
I
just
need
not
you
okay.
to troubleshoot it?
What's that?
Why would I need you to troubleshoot it?
I think he was talking
Because that-
about my issue.
Oh,
I was talking about her issue.
I was gonna say, do you know what I do?
No.
IT. If I can't fix it myself, I'm,
Yeah, no, I'm talking about for Babs.
do I have an alternative
I-
camera?
Because I did troubleshooting quite a bit with one of my former workplaces, so I'm not I don't do troubleshooting for free anymore.
As you, that's entirely reasonable. Yeah, it keeps giving me a message that there's another software using the microphone and camera and kicks me out.
Yep.
I don't know.
That's
In
okay.
any case,
I will solve the
Yeah,
problem
you
here.
don't have enough money. You don't have enough money to have me troubleshoot. I'm sorry, Babs. I'm sorry.
You're right, I don't. Especially since I'm going to be out of work for at least a month.
That's why I say.
It's fine. Logging in with the tablet works. It's just a little more unwieldy because then I have to have a separate, like I have
Did
to
you
stay in the lobby from the computer so that I can interact with
You
the
are
chat.
remembering to keep that foot elevated, right?
It's elevated.
I'm sorry. The coach in me is saying, make sure it's elevated. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Drink plenty of water.
Actually, I've switched to Gatorade until it's not 100 degrees outside.
I would say fair, but typically speaking, the Gatorade that you get out of the store is more sugar than it is hydration.
Yes. I purchased the can,
Ah,
and so I'm using a super saturated mix. Strangely enough, since I've been doing it, I haven't been having dizzy spells. Who knew?
All right, there we go.
There we go.
there you are. Switch to the phone, did you?
I did. Guess I gotta get a new camera. The camera's not that old though. Oh,
No.
I'm
There's
looking
probably
at streaming cams.
yeah.
Hold on, I'll send you the list of the one that I bought, which is the same one that Terry has. Because the issue I'm having isn't the camera.
All right. Where is Zaz from? Or does Zaz even remember where he's from?
He lost his folks a long ass time ago here. You're
Okay, so
I think the
Zaz
only
doesn't
thing he
even know if he's
remembers from about that time period here would be that he was able to grab some partially destroyed notes, which is how he's able to make his arcane weaponry or his arcane ammunition.
Okay, so Zaz doesn't even know if he's from the Stormbreak Mountains.
He would not know. No.
All right.
All right,
And
Babs.
Pibby, of course, is from the Feywild. Clyde, where did we say? Were you built in
Clyde was built
High Noon, or were you
between-
built elsewhere?
Clyde was built in by goblins and the orcs. He was shifted around as he was built. But where he was first activated was near the Feywild.
Okay, so probably near. That would either be Draka or Fort Torchhold.
Yeah, he was his owner was a lizard folk. If that helps a bit.
We'll say that your activation. You're from Draka.
All right.
Oh wow, that's way north.
Yeah.
Fort Torchhold is a fort.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And Grimfall, Grimfall is just where the native goblins are living. They're pretty much nomadic, but they usually shift between Grimfall and Rubbledin. Basically, the goblins are pretty much your natives.
Well, I could get the Razor Keo. That one's not
I know
bad.
Doc ain't from Big Mesa. Where's Doc originally from?
Atkinar City.
Say what?
Hey.
Atkinar City.
Oh, city.
You said we're
Yeah, we're in Faerun, so that's
Yeah.
a city. That is a specific city. Do you remember where? I don't
or
have
sorry,
that.
not Athkanar, Athkatla. Sorry, Athkatla.
Okay. I'm like, I can.
Did we
Not
get a new?
Athkanar,
Did
Athkatla.
we get a new
Sorry.
city and didn't know it?
Athkatla City. And that's just because I was a huge Baldur's Gate 2 player, and so I put her as from Athkatla because of Baldur's Gate 2.
Ah,
I'm like, what? I'm like, am I mishearing?
No, you're not. I'm just stupid. That's all.
brain not brain very well. That's
brain
fine.
not braining, okay?
Yeah. Oh, also,
That's
Babs
also
Jester
why.
says she hopes you get better soon.
Aw.
I'm sorry, what?
Jester says she hopes you get better soon.
Oh, thank you.
And also, that is why she follows Lathander, because there is a temple of Lathander in Athkatla. It's one of the temples in the Temple District. I picked one from the Temple District in Athkatla.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Tantali.
Welcome back. You were slipping.
Yeah, I think Tantali missed the whole rigmarole.
Yep, he did. He did. Oh well.
And I've pretty much made a canon decision that all the law enforcement personnel that y'all will run into, every single one of them is adopted by a race that is not their own. Isaac, who's a tiefling, was adopted by dwarves. Deputy Ragtooth, who is I believe he is an orc, was adopted by tieflings. So
I should do a Baldur's Gate 2 playthrough.
me and Mindless never finished Baldur's Gate.
That's because we kept getting stuck in this one spot here where a crazy psycho bitch was throwing us around like we were ragdolls.
True.
I've never
my.
played any Baldur's Gate.
I think we need to run it back.
Terry, what stats do you want to give Pippi's crossbow and cannon?
So
What stats do you want to give Pippi's crossbow and cannon?
The cannon blasts her 5 feet back.
I'm definitely going to, because of her size, I'm definitely going to make her do deck saves every time she uses it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so
that makes sense.
mean.
She's tiny,
No,
firing a cannon.
She's 18 inches tall. Yeah. Even if the cannon is
Roughly
this
her
big
size.
in relation to her own size,
It fires like an actual cannon, so
it fires like an actual cannon. Therefore, there's going to be a kickback.
a large kickback.
Hang on, let me see.
Relatively speaking. Relatively speaking.
Clyde holds it and it barely kicks back and then just hands to Pippi and just
Okay. This is going to be the stats for it.
Okay.
It's going to be going to be a +6 to hit weapon, ranged weapon. Maximum range 600 feet. One target.
Slow down.
10.
I'm writing this down.
Okay.
+6 ranged weapon. Max 600 feet.
Yep.
Okay.
4d10 bludgeoning damage.
4d10. All right. If I can find it, do you want to use the same stats for the crossbow that we used for teas?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I have that buried somewhere. If I recall correctly, it was either a D4 or a D6 for the number of bolts, and each bolt could be loaded with a spell.
Yeah, it was D4. Basically it's magic missile is what you're doing with it.
1D4 for the number of bolts.
If I remember right, that's basically all T's crossbow was just a mechanized version of magic missile.
Yeah, and each individual bolt could be infused. Like she could choose a spell to go into each bolt.
Yeah.
And I think it was a +2 to hit.
That sounds right. I think I made it a +2 range weapon.
And if it's fired as just a standard crossbow, then just standard crossbow.
Yeah,
That's
just
what,
a standard
1d6 or something.
I believe so. Let me pull that up and look. Uh, 1d8.
And that would be piercing.
Yeah.
Oh. That just reminded me, I need to fix my scalpel. I know I put it on a dagger base, but it needs to be slashing, not piercing. Right? Because
I mean, you can use it for both. It could be slashing or piercing.
But scalpels do not do a lot of piercing. You do not wield
Yeah,
a scalpel
true.
piercing.
They're thin metal. They're not really designed for piercing.
You can
yeah,
stab
yeah.
someone with it, but mostly they're for not. They are, however, a people opener.
Ah, the dreaded people opener. Gotta love it.
AKA the thing
And as
that
always,
Tez
anyone
built
can
at the
use
end of the last
if you
campaign.
Yeah, I'm aware.
as always, if you decide you want to use intimidation, depending on what you do will be what I base your roll off of for intimidation. Like instead of charisma, like Doc pulls out the scalpel and makes a threat about flaying them alive.
Medicine check.
Yeah, medicine instead because you have that skill.
Look, I know how to take you apart, and I could put you back together, and I do not have to put the parts back in the same place.
And there could be parts left over.
So then I tell you, roll a d20 and add add your medicine.
I'd tell her exactly what she wants to hear, because if you don't, I can't stop her.
If Clyde decides to pick up a table because him being a warforged, to intimidate, that's strength.
No. Clyde is not the type to use violence to intimidate. No. See, what he does is he picks them up for comedic effect to bring them eye to eye. And he says, listen, I have a hard enough time already managing all these psychopaths that I run with. Now, I don't know about you, but have you ever tried to keep this many maniacs on a leash? I'm barely holding them on as is, and I could just as easily let go of that leash. I make no promises.
Zaz cracks
They
his knuckles
will
in the
or will
background.
not do.
See, the other problem I'm having, by the way, also finding clothing and getting the right clothing style is like there's a short amount of time where like the Civil War giant ball gowns existed at the same time as the like lobster tail dresses.
Yeah.
You are overthinking it just a tad.
Clyde is the only one that that actually uses intimidation to intimidate. Because he's a bard.
Fun dress to wear.
I worn a few dresses in my time.
The hell?
What was his 18?
I wore a dress one time. I was severely drunk, and I told the person who took the picture, if that picture ever became public, I would hunt them down and skin them alive while hanging upside down.
Of course, every time I
They
search
then
for a
sent that
Victorian
picture to my
dress,
ex-wife.
every time I search for a Victorian dress to wear, I get a Hetty costume from the show Ghosts.
I
Hetty
need
is
to watch
cool.
Ghosts. I need
It
to
is
watch
so
Ghosts.
good.
It is
Yeah.
I like Ghosts a lot.
I do have to say, though, back in my 20s, I looked damn good in a red sequin dress.
The client pays for what the client pays for.
On that, I can agree.
Yeah,
I'm just a bit more open to the jobs I take.
I'm pretty sure that my dress is just sort of generic blue.
I'm thinking, I don't know why, but I'm thinking like reminiscent of moss, reminiscent of
Mando.
things.
What?
What? Oh,
Oh, I like that one.
I'll send you the link. Because it comes in a bunch of different colors.
I mean, I could just
she feels invincible, so she's walking around now.
sit back down, Babs.
I
Put your
agree
leg
with-
up.
It's back up.
Thank you.
I agree
Yeah,
with
the Valley for
Santana.
once. There was a pop culture reference
Yeah.
that Babs got.
Yeah.
And you're all disappointed.
No,
Not
I wasn't
disappointed,
even,
just
Surprised.
surprised a little bit. Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention, so I didn't hear the reference.
It
Go.
was to Ghosts, specifically the US version.
Oh,
I have actually watched both versions and like them both very much.
Which one do you prefer?
That's a hard question because they're very, despite having the same premise, they are very different shows.
Yeah. Like from what I've heard about The Office and The Office.
yeah.
The American version is a little more slapstick. The humor for the British version is much drier.
Okay, that just looks like Cinderella.
Like I said, I will find the link for the one that I bought and send it to you. I can't remember if I got it off which website I got it off of, but I will find it and send it to you.
And I will find Terry. This was established last campaign. 10,000 subscriber mark. I track down Terry and make a pilgrimage across the country.
I believe you also said you were going to jump up into heaven and body slam RNGesus.
Yes.
I've done that many times.
Get it?
And
The
then-
secret
You have
is
yet to
drink.
record it.
Yeah, I didn't say I'd record it. The secret is drinking 5-hour energies so you can get access to the 25th hour of the day.
You know perfectly well no mortal should ever have access to that day.
Well, yeah. Which day you talking? February 30th? No, I'm
No,
talking about
February
an hour of the day.
I'm talking about February 33rd.
I know a guy who stole August 32nd and 34th.
Who took the
The
33rd?
33rd was already stolen by me.
Okay, does Doc get antsy anytime an authority figure from the Sword Coast comes in?
Probably. Because, I mean, part of with Doc is she's from genteel society. She's stuck down out here now in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, she probably would get very antsy at that.
We're in the middle of
Again,
bumblefuck
I mean, I'm
nowhere.
not going as ridiculous as Mrs. Olsen from Little House on the Prairie, but think of like she's obviously from a much different location than the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, Doc is from high society.
That is correct. But I did give up Daddy's money.
Mm.
That's why finding like the right outfit is very challenging because I'm stuck between yes, I am on the prairie, and at the same time, she is not on the prairie. I live here, but I don't have to be part of here.
I would do stripes instead, vertical stripes instead of flowers.
Why is it that I search for a Victorian dress on Amazon and I'm getting a heck of a lot of Regency dresses? Regency is not the same thing as Victorian.
Yeah, I had that issue when I was costuming for Marwin.
I never had an issue with my inspirations for Clyde's design. I still got to make that sketch of his like proportions and shit.
I've got everybody's references that they've given me so far.
Yeah, you got my reference.
I just haven't had a chance to sit
very
down
easy.
and.
Go Chuck Norris with wings.
Yeah, I honestly have not had the time to sit down and draw because I've been learning Minecraft Create Mod, which reminds me, I put the finishing touches on Zaz's backstory finally.
Nice,
Okay.
good job.
So I barely mentioned anything like Clyde or something about something about this guy that Terry mentioned here that might be hunting Zaz down.
Would Clyde have heard about this given their long working relationship?
I'm not even sure Zaz really knows what about this fella.
You know what? I'm just gonna go back to looking at Lolita dresses. I'll just wear Lolita dresses. It's fine.
Has
if you
Zaz
want me to-
ever ran into Bat Squatch while out in his time in his travels? Which is just
Terry-
a Yeti dressed as a bat who wanders the night helping people.
Terry, you're asking me to roll for something here that I really want to roll for.
Okay,
Give me
Well,
a second.
roll for
I
it.
gotta find. Fuck it. Okay, never mind.
I'm just sad
Roll
it
20.
ain't I'm just sad it ain't normal bat squatch.
No, it's a Yeti dressed as a bat.
It's not even a Sasquatch. It's a Sasquatch relative that's dressing up as the bat squatch.
Okay,
Amanda,
where's roll 20?
Check your messages.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin here.
No, that's too formal.
That's more of Clyde. Clyde's the game. All right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to roll a D2.
That's what
But
flip a
think
coin is,
about
Jared.
it in
I don't
either
I don't have an
purple or the
actual
blue.
I don't have an actual coin. I'm just gonna go into roll 20 and flip a 1d2. One I've heard of it. Two I haven't.
One you've heard
Think
of
of
it,
it from
two
either
you've
the
actually
purple or
seen
the
it.
blue.
Okay, one I've heard of it. Two I've actually seen it. One.
Okay, so you've heard about Bat Squatch.
I'm not
Just
sure
buy a
Bat Squatch
blouse.
actually exists. I'm not sure Bat
Yeah.
Squatch actually exists, but I've heard of it.
What is this? What is this bat squatch?
Some say it's a defender of the night. Others say it's just a Yeti dressed up in a bat costume. I've never actually seen it.
I see.
I found your lobster tail.
Oh no, I found the lobster tail. I gotta find a dress to go with the lobster tail.
Yeah.
All right, this is what I got so
I'm
far.
just-
Chimeras don't
Hey,
exist.
Jester.
Pippi
I
thinks
just
they
barely
do.
saw that.
Zaz and Pippi know purple worms are real. Everyone is confused about nightmares, not understanding Pippi means the animal, not bad dreams. Pippi has a fear of nargles. Bat Squatch exists, but is yet a Yeti dressed as a bat who wanders the night helping people.
Instead of the Bat Squatch. Terry, I wish it was the Bat Squatch. I love the Bat Squatch.
It's
Terry, do the Mothman exist? do the
I can
Mothman
make
exist?
him exist.
Please, please, Terry.
Just a guy with a pair of moth wings.
Terry, I will execute you summarily.
You should know by now, Terry's never going to give you exactly what you want.
Come on, Terry. It's the Mothman. Come on.
Okay, you don't hush. I'll give Bat Squatch the Adam West voice.
Actually, I would love that. Please, please give him Adam West. Please.
Yes.
Yes.
Do it. Do it, you coward.
Do it, Terry. You don't threaten me
I'm
with
out
a
of
good
practice, not
time.
Adam West.
No.
Let us hear your Adam West impression.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch all the Adam West Batman. It's been a long time since I've watched.
Just watch
Hell
Family
yeah,
Guy.
we get.
Or
we
yeah,
got
just
watch
watch
party.
Family Guy. Yeah.
True, true. We
Where he always sounds confused.
oh, God. Oh my God, Jester just asked me who Adam West is.
Based on the
Funny.
chaos, I'm not jumping on straight. Come on, Artemis. It's still more.
Come on,
chaos
Artemis.
than
It's a
normal.
behind the scenes stream. Come on.
Bat Squatch just runs up to Clyde. Come, young fella. I need your assistance.
Come with me if you want to live.
And you don't even remember running off with him. You just see this strange weirdly bat symbol and hear this weird mute jingle, and then you're just there.
Why does my gun make everything in my sight just flash with green and the word bang in yellow?
I will make that a thing.
Don't.
Anytime you come across Bat Squatch, you can't actually make contact with anything. You just get cutscenes that say "pow, pow."
Yeah. Censorship comes in. Damn, my worst enemy.
How's that even possible?
Zaz, do you know my previous way of work?
No, I meant how does everything just turn into? How does everything just get automatically censored?
Don't question the censors. Ancient group of powerful wizards.
Yeah, fair enough.
I heard way back in the day they all gathered together and created one human who sat upon a golden throne.
We are not talking about the Emperor of Mankind.
He was a weird little man. He was short and wore red. Had a funky looking haircut.
The censors were formed specifically to fuck with us bards' storytelling intent.
Yeah, I think this needs to be a thing right here. Yes. Everybody just needs to have the raised eyebrow at this point.
Oh, raised up. Hold on. Oh,
You already had it. You already have it.
oh, I accidentally typed it. All right, damn.
I saw you had it, and I was like, yeah, you know what? Definitely. Definitely.
Oh, I finally fixed the mirror, and finally, it no longer mirrors my expression.
Come, young man. To the Squatchmobile. It's just a horse.
Bat
it's a
squad.
No, it's not even a horse. It's a mule.
oh god.
And a small one at that. So you got this big, Yeti riding this tiny little.
He's just a Yeti playing Zorro.
Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, the hilarity. The hilarity.
I mean, I guess I still have a bit more time before I have to find an outfit.
Yeah, you still got like a month.
I just got to draw a cowboy hat.
Since I'm
I have that cowboy hat. I haven't put it on yet. I have to set it for all of the different keys that I need to have it set for here, and I don't want to do that right now. It's just annoying.
Yeah, all I gotta do is just put on a button up and one of my cowboy hats.
Make sure everybody sends me like backstories and stuff so that I can create for the initial newspaper basically introductions for everybody.
Ain't nobody gonna know who Clyde is.
No, but something that I can use to create, either you can write it or something that I can use to write some sort of, like, he's mentioned in the newspaper for something, doesn't matter what.
He's just an accomplished bounty hunter. Well, not necessarily bounty hunter. He works for anything really. Mercenary. That's better.
High Noon is once again under siege at the bars as a local ruffian by the name of Zas has once again started another bar brawl.
As soon as he started the brawl, a tall man.
Then I have to stay up all night stitching things up that shouldn't have been needing to stitch anyway.
Oh wait, hold up. I got a great idea. As soon as the brawl started, Clyde also punched the dude that Zaz punched.
Artemis, I got nothing but time. I'm not going anywhere for the next month.
Well, the only thing, one part of Artemis's backstory is accidentally killing, dimwit Dan, but kind of did the poor guy a favor because, like, once again, he had the worst case of syphilis ever seen.
Oof.
Don't look at me. I don't treat syphilis.
He was too far gone anyway. Natyrus did him a favor. Or Natyrus. How the hell do you pronounce that?
I ain't a bounty hunter. I'm a mercenary. I'm just hired. Don't
What do you
matter the
want,
job. I'm
Kentucky?
just hired.
You've already had food.
Yeah, excuse me. Your turf. There's plenty of bounty hunters in High Noon.
You know what?
Dang.
I'm just gonna get a blouse and some sort of brooch.
And I'm
That'll
sure
work.
yeah, that'll work. And I'm sure me and Zaz have been on this turf for far longer than you have.
For the blouses, because that's the one that I have from Marwin, which is sort of vaguely that same time period.
Oh, yeah, she had it. Oh, we put the nickname as Siri. I forgot about that.
Yeah, well, she's also saying that she may end up changing it.
Yeah, I saw that. At the same time, I looked on her and I'm like, oh, yeah, she put the nickname, Siri.
Technically, ain't we all bounty hunters? We're all being employed by the same person for some mysterious goal. Just
Well, it's not mysterious.
It's not mysterious at all.
I believe we have been
former mayor and his
blackmailed
gang
into
ran off
working.
too.
yeah, well, we're all being paid we're all being paid to track down someone.
Paid? He's
Ain't-
paying you?
We're all being blackmailed into. Look, he promised me one gold.
Clip that, then, Tony.
So he promised me one credit because I beat him in a coin flip.
All
However,
right, what precious gemstone should this brooch be?
Oh, what colors are
What's
usually
your-
associated with Lathander?
Artemis, let's just do it that way. That way you ain't gotta
Purple,
go
I
through and
think.
figure everything out, and come
Oh,
up
an
with a new
amethyst
name. Let's
then.
just let's just keep it at Siri. Nice and
gold.
simple and easy.
Lysander's gold.
All right, I'll
Lysander
change
was
that
a Faerun
right
greater
now.
god. The Morning Lord. Oh, you know what? Never mind.
No, Thentali, we're not getting paid.
I'm getting paid 1 credit because I beat him in a coin flip.
Yeah, Artemis is right. Turquoise is a perfect is
Yeah.
perfect for Wild West.
Ooh, turquoise. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was thinking of
Gilded.
something that comes from the city.
Oh,
I was.
Oh,
Ooh.
Onyx.
Ooh.
Onyx.
Onyx.
yeah,
Yeah.
Onyx.
That does not appear to be one of the choices.
Oh, what about aquamarine?
Sapphire.
Yeah, Sapphire. I was trying to think, like, what's the name of the one that's dark blue or deep blue?
Sapphire would work.
Yeah, sapphire
Or
definitely
ruby.
would work.
Well, that's the problem. I have option. There's red stones, green stones, blue stones, clear, pearl.
Want me to break out the wheel of morality?
Wheel of morality. Turn.
Turn. Tell us the lesson that we must learn.
You
Hang on, let
said
me put in the.
that
Hold up,
you
I'm
said
pulling
that
it
she's
back
a
up.
blood
I'm
cleric. I would go with
unretiring
Ruby.
it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I guess I need to wear my
I have
rubies.
many talents. Costuming is one. None of them pay the bill.
Switch wheel. Settings.
Moral number 3. Elvis lives on in our hearts, in his music, and in a trailer park outside Milwaukee.
I was saying Lysander is the god of the dawn.
Yeah. You could also go with Amber if you really feeling
Ooh, that's
adventurous.
a good idea.
I'd have to find an amber brooch on Amazon.
Dawn.
Okay,
Or
what were the
garnet.
ones that so far? Ruby, Sapphire.
I would go with garnet instead of ruby.
Yeah.
No. You guys are overthinking it here. I'm not looking for an actual ruby brooch. I'm looking for something that looks like ruby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
We get you. We're suggesting like colors and shades and shit.
Definitely
no. I'm
gold.
saying garnet instead of ruby because it's a
Yeah.
richer red. It's a deeper color.
We're not actually saying go and find actual gems. We're saying find
Even
the
I'm not
equivalent.
that crazy.
Find costume jewelry that looks like such things.
Okay, so far I have Sapphire, Ruby, Garnet, Amber.
Garnet would also be more appropriate for the locale. Rubies are really like.
Well, she's from the city, so.
Yeah, but
and she's from another continent as well, not a
Yeah, but
Wild West
Ruby-
And
continent.
she comes from a fairly well-off family and was married to a doctor and is now the town doctor herself. She's not poor.
Right, but garnets would be something that she would be able to have liberally. Rubies, she might be allowed to have one really tiny one. They're even more rare than diamonds.
Jester recommends topaz.
Topaz or garnet or some mixture of the two.
Yeah.
How about this one? Where's the chat? There it is.
And garnets are really pretty.
You're really trying to sell her on that garnet, aren't you?
Yeah, you.
It is. It's a gorgeous stone.
I'm not discounting it here.
How about that one?
Which one? Where'd you send it? Where'd you put it?
I mean, I can get others, and I probably will. It's just to start with, I'm getting one.
Yeah, that one's really pretty.
I'm also, and during this campaign,
ooh, that one
I will
is pretty.
switch hats depending on if the episode, will contain a lot of violence or not by doing the Doctor Who.
Oh, good gravy.
How no? Oh no!
Where Tennant went to the past, he always wore blue. Future, he wore brown.
Oh.
And we're gonna have to figure out which is which.
Yeah. So I'll either wear a black hat or a white hat. It's up to you to figure out which one.
Oh God. Hold
And
on. What's
and
this?
then the,
I
the,
hate
the
it here.
answer
I
will
hate it
be
here.
whichever one he
Wait.
could find that particular day.
What's this clip titled "Forbidden Love"? What?
You figured that out
Wait, what?
yourself here.
Hey, if anybody figures out how to actually make jewelry and can make me a Lathander thing, that would be great.
Don't look at me.
You have a 3D printer.
But I don't know how to make files. That's the problem. I can only do
Oh,
what has
yeah.
already been previously made. See, this would be perfect. I'm gonna put this in the chat. This would be perfect. Because that is the symbol for Lathander.
That is very cool.
Fantali, how dare you call my love of the Bat Squatch forbidden love?
Okay, I will say this canonically. Mothman is real.
Yeah, yeah. Finally,
It
It's
is
one of
the
the big
actual Mothman. It's not some guy dressed as a moth.
all right. If
It's
Oh, yeah,
not
also-
what's his author from the Tick.
yes, hell yeah.
Spoon.
Okay, you
Alright,
wanna?
so I'm just gonna get, instead of getting a dress, I'm just gonna get different Victorian blouses and I'll pair brooches with them. There we go.
That sounds.
There you go.
That definitely sounds much more cost effective.
Not really.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be way more expensive.
Babs, I've just been asked to ask you what exactly you mean by making a gem.
No, making a brooch, not a gem.
All right, there's your answer. There's your answer, hun.
I can't-
Artemis, actually, although it is highly
Or
believed
Michael's
that
is
they
your friend.
exist, they're just folklore. But a lot of people, in this world, do believe that they do exist and are afraid of them. But yeah, they are not. They are a non-existent creature in this world. Kind of like the chimera that Pippi believes exists, but it doesn't.
There, now I can show you the puppy,
Aww.
Puppy.
even though he's not a puppy.
Puppy?
Where's
Hold
that
on,
little
let me-
chunky at?
He's technically not a
Puppy.
puppy. He's 12.
He
All
it
dogs are
does not.
puppies.
It does not matter. He is a puppy.
What?
He's hiding
Right,
again.
Artemis?
I'm just glad he doesn't get on my keyboard.
Artemis, you are correct. Weird stuff happens in the desert.
Here.
That's
All right.
That's hard.
Say hi, internet.
Hello, internet. Welcome to
Say hi,
Game
internet.
Theory.
Hi.
We are not trademarked for that.
Hello,
It's a
everyone.
theory, a D&D.
Hello, everyone. My name is Popular Content Creator.
Going back to the desert in August. Yes. Yes. And oh, you actually are going into the desert in August, Artemis.
We're going
Oh,
to start every news session off with top of the afternoon team.
No, we're not.
all right. Let me start out my subscriber milestones real quick. 10,000 subs. Go on a go on cryptid hunting expedition. 100,000. I track down Terry and execute him like the dog he is.
Now I'm just adding a whole bunch of brooches to my freaking cart in Amazon.
And by
Because
execute.
I
This
can.
is why I limit my wife's access to Amazon.
No, I'm just adding them to the cart. I'm not actually buying them. I'm gonna put them
Yeah,
in my
she does
cart.
the exact
No,
same
you
thing.
don't understand. This is what I do to
Terry.
control my spending habits. I put everything in my cart, then I go to my cart and I put save for later. And then for like 6 years, it'll be in save for later until I'll finally be like, I'm gonna go through this finally and put stuff on my wish list. And then most of it ends up getting deleted.
Right now, there's 114 items that she has that I've had to move over to the wish
Terry,
list.
did
My
you
save
forget
for
to tell us
later is
something
now
again?
save for
Wait,
later is
hold.
currently at
Yeah, I just now
190
realized
items.
too. Hold on, Terry, you forget to tell us something.
Again?
Well, it's not official yet. We're not having the ceremony until next winter.
So you're
Terry,
engaged.
you forgot to tell us.
So
Congratulations,
you
man.
did forget to tell us.
Yes, he
Again.
did. Again.
He indeed did. Yeah. Congratulations, Terry. Nice to hear.
I'm going to hold this against you until the end of your days because I think you're going before me.
When I eventually track you down and execute you.
That's what I mean by you're going before me. He doesn't know where I live.
Now I'm
I know
going through my
general
save for
locale.
laters, and I don't even understand why
You
half
have a
of this
general
stuff is
locale.
here.
There's 3 cities here. Good luck.
Okay, now you just narrowed it down even further.
Again, that does not lower it down in Texas.
Does it start with a color?
That could be any number of 3 places.
Does it start with a letter?
Maybe.
All right, give us the amount of letters in the name. Let's play Hangman.
Absolutely not.
Well, I know it's not Houston. I done made that mistake.
You try. You're like, hey, I'm in Houston. Fine. Yeah, cool. Why are you calling me? Because you want to hang out. Like, dude, I nowhere near Houston.
Yeah, he's much further south.
I see. Thank you for this information, Terry. I will hold on to it whenever I threaten mindless.
There's a lot of south in Texas.
There's a lot of south.
You underestimate my dedication.
No, I don't underestimate it here. What I do underestimate is your ability to actually find where I live, though.
Be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Well, maybe not right back.
Be
And a hop.
back.
Yeah.
Take a minute.
All right. Let's see here.
I've not even given Terry access to anything that may have my address.
The only one who has my address is
Me.
Babs. Oh wait, you? Oh, I forgot.
Yeah, because I gotta send you that thing that I still.
Yeah, I
have sitting
forgot
in my
about that.
Yeah,
room.
Mindless refused to give me his address because he was afraid I was going to send him a 4060.
Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I would do it.
I'm fine with y'all having my address. I don't fear y'all coming down here. Well, coming up here to fight me. I have so many glass bottles that I could use. I can count them too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What are you, a vampire?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I have 28 glass bottles.
Yeah,
Why
I
do
was
you
gonna
have
say,
28 glass bottles?
I was just looking
Why
up. I had to go
wouldn't I
back up
have
and look for the
28 glass
address.
bottles?
I had to go back up and look for the address, but yeah, there's very little chance of me making it there. Very, very little chance.
I used to spend a lot of time up in Washington when I lived
Hun,
out in
it's not a
Arizona.
problem of cleanliness. I just like collecting glass bottles.
You are not the only one, apparently.
Oh
folks
shit!
do
Hold
that.
up. There's a glass bottle outside. It's a whiskey bottle that a friend gave me. It's empty. Don't worry.
Well, see, Thentally, I know where Babs lives.
What
And
do
if
you mean
we-
I ain't? No, I am gonna be doing this. This is my collection. I like it. I can make candles out of them.
So you just have to tell me it's on one of the main roads and has distinct features, huh?
Very distinct.
Next thing you know, Thentali's going to find a Kenworth parked outside of his house.
Yeah,
Not getting out, just sitting there running.
2 miles.
We got someone new in the Discord.
I saw that.
It's Chester.
Hey,
Hi,
Chester,
Chester.
welcome to the Discord. I definitely need to have the chat bot start spamming the invites to the Discord here for the next time Terry streams.
Yeah.
And each time it does it, it needs to scream out something like "Ree!" or something. I don't know.
Please don't.
We need Thentali to clip when I go go ow my ankle.
Oh, hold on.
Oh yeah,
We can make that a sound clip.
like ankles.
All right.
That way I can just
I'm the
down.
only
That
one
way I can
allowed
just
to get
download it.
injured. The
Rip the
rule
sound.
is I'm the only one allowed to get injured.
In his Minecraft playthroughs, he usually says, "Ow, my ankles."
Oh, gotcha. Oh, in that case, you can have it.
Okay. Is there anything else that would like to add to it? Just either as a canonical goof or something actual like for real with your character.
Maybe
Like
your mom wants
like we
to
have
be
Bat
flat.
Squatch and Mothman is real. I'll tell you, Mothman lives somewhere between Torchwood and the sunken ship that's in the middle of the desert.
All right, hold
What
up.
do I want to do?
Hold up.
Healing flat.
One more
Alright,
time.
Is there anything that you would like to add, like a character or a creature, either as a goof or something or someone who is partial to your character? Like we have Bat Squatch, who's a Yeti that dresses like a bat, and the Mothman is real.
Babs, what was it that you were saying? Because I couldn't hear you over everybody else.
Oh.
I don't
Is there-
remember.
What is it that I want to add?
Oh,
Is
healing
there-
slap.
Oh
Healing
yeah, you wanted to add
Healing slap.
slap.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Well,
Yeah, that is how you do a healing touch. You slap them.
Well, I was gonna say that technically, I even said that in the Discord. Technically speaking, Cure Wounds is a touch-based spell. Doesn't say how you have to touch. Just says you just have to touch them. A slap is technically a touch.
I mean, lore-wise, the person who has healing slap has the lowest strength modifier. Who would that be in this campaign?
Probably me.
I think it would be Pippi.
Oh no, actually, strength isn't bad for me this time. My intelligence
I have a
is the worst.
Pippi has a +1.
Oh, damn.
Oh, wait. Hang on.
Pippi has a +1. Okay, well,
All right, hold on.
Size-
The birthday girl showed up, so I gotta hop off.
Go.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right.
Have
Take care.
fun.
Okay, are those Artemis? Are those like your? Well, it wouldn't really be a familiar. Are those like your
Cousins?
No.
Timon and Pumbaa. Oh, Timon and Pumbaa.
Are those like your? Do you use them for tracking? There we go. I can't remember the proper word, but yeah, basically it's a familiar. And do you want them to be a meerkat and a warthog? Because once I put it on paper, it's canon.
I'm gonna stop before we get DMCA'd.
Yes, Natalie, I'm adding that.
What? Goat man.
Artemis's comment.
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting for her to respond if she wants to actually have them like her
Oh God,
familiars
I have to
help
name
with
the
tracking.
hound. Damn it, I just wanted 2 random NPCs named Timon and Pumbaa.
Goatman is just a dude on drugs wearing a horn hat. There you go. I'm on your bridge, Goatman. Get off my bridge.
Yeah, he's just some he's just some homeless guy that lives underneath the bridge. It's always high.
And you walk on his bridge. He comes up and get off my bridge. And if
Fuck
you don't
you,
get off,
man.
but if you get on his bridge and you stay on his bridge, he drop kicks you off the bridge.
Yeah, but it's like one of the bridges from Robin Hood Men in Tights. It's only got
Yeah.
like
Very, very little.
it's like 6 inches of water.
I don't need a sword. I've got a spoon.
You're on pain meds, aren't you?
No, they haven't kicked in yet. It was a Doctor Who reference.
Sorry, I got distracted now.
Doctor Who. Okay, yeah. I think I see what you're talking about now. Yeah. It took me a while.
I might actually get caught up on a few references, maybe.
And y'all may be sent to locate someone called the physician.
Are they
No.
running into my turf?
I've been making them and getting them tonight.
I heard this fella, the physician, travels around in a blue cart.
Oh,
He'll be easy to spot.
Didn't he
Oh.
lose a toe down in Torchwood?
It was
Ah.
just I joined.
Hey, Artemis. You out and about
How
again?
you doing, my friend?
I figured out why I feel so miserable. I looked in the mirror. I got sunburnt today.
Ow.
Yeah, that'll
No.
do it.
It's not painful. Like I can rub my face and there's no pain, but you can see the redness. You know that exhaustion you get when you get a little too much sun?
Yeah.
That's what's hitting me.
Yeah.
Hydrate.
Okay. What do you think I've been doing after my Jack and Coke? At dinner. I've been drinking water since then.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I broke my foot.
I know. I'm
We're
well
aware.
aware.
We're aware.
We're all very much aware.
I think Ventali was the only one who didn't.
That sounds like a them problem.
Dentali, I'm sorry. I tried to stick up for you.
Sorry, then Dally.
I thought it was Timon.
It is
Timon.
Timon.
is
Autocorrect
Timon.
keeps trying to change it to Simone.
Oh.
It is Timon. It's Timon and Pumbaa. But stupid phone.
So you are out
You
and
want them
about.
to be
Got
like
that.
basically like your familiars instead of them being a meerkat and warthog. They're like hounds or something, or do you want them to be
No.
meerkat and warthog?
I literally want just Timon and Pumbaa to show up as random NPCs as
Okay.
themselves. Yeah, it was literally like I just want a random throwback to Lion King because I'm playing a Leonin, and no, I'm doing this through my computer. I was watching you guys on my phone, but I decided to pull out my computer and join in.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a snack.
Okay.
Nicky.
Okay, this is what they're going to be. They're going to be 2 druids who are stuck in wild shape.
Do it. Solid
Yes!
choice.
I love
I'm
it.
loving this.
So they can actually talk. Because that's why they can talk. They're druids.
Yes. I love it. Apparently, I only get one dog. Man, that makes me sad.
You only
That's
get
okay.
one? No.
I only get one, and it's not gonna be shaped like a dog. I just gotta figure out what it's gonna be.
The
I still
rules
need
are
to
more like
name-
they're more like guidelines than actual rules.
I still need to
more
name
like rules
my
than actual
displacer
guides.
being.
And being stuck in
Name
this
for what?
voice for a long time, it'd be very,
I need to
very
name my
confusing.
displacer beast.
No,
No.
I still can't believe he's giving you that thing.
I can't believe he's giving you that thing.
I mean,
That's what
the
she said.
librarian had the Displacer Beast in our first campaign.
That doesn't make it. That doesn't make it all right, though.
But that's okay because T had a giant owl that she rode like it was a horse. So
But that's something that's, well, I guess it would be normal for Pippi because of course it's a fey creature.
yeah.
But even still,
But I do need to name it.
Sir Pouncington.
No.
Kitty.
Ah, dang it! The only sound they got from
Oh,
Barbosa is "Name the Monkey Jack."
Oh, not you. We named the monkey Jack.
I
You
have
wanna do-
one, and I have a shape for my hound.
Oh,
For record, doesn't get the stat block of the creature that I'm thinking, but I have the shape of my hound.
nice. And if you want,
Yeah.
Barry, if you want Barbosa clips here, you just have to tell me what you want me to say as Barbosa. I can do it.
The line, they're more like guidelines than actual rules.
The funny thing about about the pirate code, it's not so much rules as it is guidelines. And as per the name,
You have
for
to
the
be a
rules to be
pirate.
applying to you, you must be a pirate. I got that wrong, I know, but I don't care.
Yeah, I
Terry,
don't
what do
know,
you
man.
think?
I'll find-
Ah,
I'll
sweet.
find-
That's what
find
my
the
hound looks
script.
like.
I'll find the script here for it here.
It's amazing what happens when you just Google what's the best hunting monster in D&D.
Dire badger.
Nope, don't
First,
like badgers.
the return to shore was not part of our negotiations nor our agreement, so I must do nothing. And secondly, you must
I
be a
have the
pirate for the
name.
pirate's code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you call
Guidelines.
guidelines than actual,
Than actual
rules.
rules.
I have the name.
What is it?
Sunbeam.
Ew.
I'll record it for you. I'll record it for you,
That's
Barry. I'll record it for you when I have
wait.
time.
Hold on. Can displacer beasts be out in the sun, or are they nighttime?
Yes,
creatures?
they can be out in
Yeah,
the
they can
sun.
be out in the sun.
Their
Okay.
effect is literally, I don't know what to really call it other than it causes a spatial distortion around them.
What do you mean? Like the sun?
No, it basically
It's more
creates
like
an
double
illusion.
vision.
Yeah, double vision.
Oh, okay.
But they're
I think
You know,
I
you know
they're
that big cat
traditionally
in
black.
wait, did you see the D&D movie?
yes, I saw the D&D movie.
Okay, that big cat was a displacer beast.
I know. I'm well aware. I'm confusing canon with the one shot that I did that the DM changed up the rules for displacer beast. That's why I'm confused.
Okay, now I see what you're talking about.
I just think Pippi would be crazy enough to call a displacer beast Sunbeam.
I don't think so. That's very hippie and fairy like.
Yeah, very much so.
That's not weird. That's hippie and fairy like.
That very
Sorry.
much is.
I'm kind of debating on whether or not I want Pippi to not know, that fairy dragons are real. She just thinks they're real. Something that her mother and grandmother made up.
Wait, do we have Druid in the party?
I
Not
don't
exactly.
think so.
What is not exactly? It's a yes or no question.
I don't think we do.
Not
Let me double
exactly.
check the thing.
It's not.
Why'd you ask?
Because realistically, I think my favorite thought would be like, because I want this to play out in someone's campaign where they have an actual animal familiar with speak with animals. And it's like, she calls me Sunbeam. That's not my name, but okay. Like, I want that so much.
Let's see here.
Tippy can do that.
We got a. Okay.
Yeah,
no,
but
that's,
it's not fun if you can do it. That means it doesn't work. I want it where you can't do that. And my hunting hound is a spell. Is a part of my class. Not
closest
really.
thing we got to it is a warden ranger, and that's about it.
Yeah, but Pippi can do the speak with animals, so it's not fun anymore.
Mm-hmm. What is it? Kitten and I are the only ones who are fighters.
I'm trying Paladin again and see how that goes.
Paladin
don't
is
have
just
any
a.
magical spell, so they just hit things over and over again until it stops moving.
I can do that as a Paladin. That's why I'm doing it. That's why
Paladins
I chose
are basically fighters that got high on Dragonborn acid, and I forgot what the other one was. Ah, fuck it. But they're just spicier fighters. That's all they are.
Paladins?
Paladins, yes,
Yeah.
they are. They're spicier fighters.
Yes, that's it.
I would just say they're fighters with extra steps.
Yeah.
Like hence the
Pippi
spike.
keeps calling it Sunbeam, but it like tells you, and if anybody asks, it tells you, its name is Dr. Destructo, bringer of the third apocalypse.
I'm writing it down.
I love it.
Dr. Destructo, the bringer of the third apocalypse.
So the reason why my dog's name is Stormy is because it's short for Stormageddon, Dark Lord
Dark
of
Lord
Darkness.
of all.
Dark
Yeah.
Lord of all.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that's your full name, Stormageddon. I know, we never call you that.
He's like,
And I just have
why
to
did you
punch
call
his
me by
rock.
my full name?
I do not know where he is, and that is what's frightening me, because when I can't
Boy.
find him is when he likes to attack.
Well, of course.
Choice Hotel is a pain in my ass. I thought I'd share that with everyone.
Beat me if the apocalypse comes.
Yeah, okay, Buffy.
Okay, I'm seriously getting freaked out. Where's the cat?
The cat is precisely where you're not looking.
Yep. Exactly where you're not looking.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, great.
I hear it.
Ah, cat tax.
Hey, it's Kenny.
Hmm? What?
It-
Is that the name of the cat?
Yeah, his name is Kenpachi Zaraki, or Kenny for short.
Okay. Super confusing if you knew my last name and how I used to go by it.
I did not mean anything. I'm merely using a anime reference.
You're fine. I'm not stressing about it. Do you hear me stressing? No, because I'm not
No.
stressing.
No, I don't hear that.
You
And
get it.
if anything, I'm just being dumb.
You said that I didn't.
I'm very good at what I do.
I have a very set of special skills.
And I did get him a Squad 11 robe, but he won't keep it on.
Of course he won't.
It's a cat.
He's a cat. It is an affront to his very existence.
Well, because he'll either try to take it off, or if I put it on him, he just lays there like he's like, "What have you done to me? I can't move." He's overly dramatic.
He's a
I will not be taken.
I would say he's a cat. That's kind of like cat behavior.
Unless they're Japanese cats, and they're just like, yes, do whatever you want to me, and I do nothing. I will still be me. The floofy ones with the round face.
Oh, those ones. No, they're just
I don't
biding their
understand every
time.
video I see of them online.
They're biding their time and waiting for the right moment, and then they will strike. And they will just look innocent as the police come to investigate how the person supposedly expired.
How can you
It
say
sounds
that
so
I have a
terrible.
membership? So I can't sign up for a membership. I can't sign into my account of my membership.
All right, so now we have
Burn it
Fat
with
Spot.
fire.
D&D was beyond was
Mark
being
Manziel.
weird for me earlier too.
Doc has the healing slap.
Healing
Goatman
slap.
is just a homeless dude that's on drugs, wearing a hat, and sleeps underneath the bridge. And then we have Timon and Pumbaa, who are two druids stuck in wild shape.
Perfect.
Hakuna. Don't say the full thing because we will get DMCA'd by Disney.
Oh, that's the spell they're trying to undo. Someone mispronounced it, so now they're trying to figure out what the correct pronunciation is, but they keep mispronouncing it. That's why they can't change back.
There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
If for some reason we ever get our own show and we have flashbacks of my quote unquote husband, I would like him to be played by Neil Newbon.
Kaz will be played by Liam Neeson.
I would like flashbacks to be played by Neil Newbon. I would like anything modern. If she finds a new love interest, to be played by Pedro Pascal, Diego Luna, Tamora Morrison.
I
done that this morning while I was on the phone with the wife. I'm like, hang on, because I have my phone up on the holder. I'm like, hang on, I gotta find my phone.
Mando, I see you are indeed a woman of taste.
Yes.
And that taste is excellent. Well done. Well done.
I think it's the helmet. I think I'm attracted to the helmet.
I mean, come on. It's one banger of a helmet.
Which one? I listed off
Yes.
several
Yes.
different helmets.
The answer is yes.
Diego Luna doesn't wear a helmet.
Again, the answer is always going to be yes when it comes to the helmet.
feel
Yeah, I
like
don't know.
we're edging into mask talk territory, and I don't know if I'm ready for that.
It's not mask
That's
talk.
a-
It's helmet talk. It's completely different.
Exactly. It's completely different.
Sweetie, helmet talk unfortunately goes into full face motorcycle helmet talk, which then somehow switches into mask talk. I have no idea because
I know. And everybody's favorite tag, the helmet stays on.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, there are several creators that I find super attractive with a hat on, and then the second they take that hat off, I'm like,
please tell me you
what
clipped
are
that.
you?
Please tell me you clipped that.
The helmet stays on?
Yes. That whole ramble should have been it.
No, you need the ramble of me saying, look, if I have a past love interest, it's got to be Neil Bubon, and anybody new has got to be Pedro Pascal, Diego Luna, Tamora Morrison. Hang on, if I have any others that are really on my wish list, Hayden Christensen. How could I forget him? I don't know if you noticed the theme of the one.
I've noticed. I have noticed.
They all have a deciding factor there.
Oh my god. I can't think of his name. Oh my god. Hold on. Please hold.
Da 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 dun.
See, I don't have time.
Oh my god.
I don't have time to
will be played by Ewan McGregor.
You know, I'm not as into that. I've never
Hello
been
there.
as into that. No. Anakin. Only Anakin.
Hello there.
Would you guys like to hear the irony? That was really my day yesterday.
What?
So I added a new sticker to my water bottle.
Ah.
It's what caused it.
Yeah. Yep. That's definitely what caused it.
I can't. I'm gonna pretend that I know what it is, but I'm not looking at it. So.
Well, we can't see it because Terry has us all
Trying to find the name of
really
this actor.
tiny over here.
It's a D20
On a 1,
on a 1,
you rolled a 1.
and it says natural disaster.
Yep.
Hey,
You're
Oh, I have
I
that
just
sticker for the
rolled-
back of my truck.
I rolled for what kind of day am I gonna have tomorrow, and I rolled a 19. So
Have a great day.
I'm gonna have a great day
that
tomorrow.
sounds like a very good day. I'm hesitant to roll for what I'm gonna get tomorrow.
I know what my
I don't
day
have a dice
tomorrow
with
is
me,
gonna
so I'm
be.
not going to.
Relaxation.
Yeah, exactly what I'm
Amen.
doing right now. Sitting still, doing nothing.
Let's see what I get. Oh, no,
Well,
that's
I'll have to stream for you. That way, you're not bored to tears.
Yeah, I've been popping in and out of everybody's streams today.
I will be flying home tomorrow.
You say
I'm not
everybody
going to
streams.
work
I haven't
tomorrow.
streamed. Knuckleheads beat me to it. Stealing all my views. I can't get
Despite
affiliated because of this
appearances,
guy.
I've been trying to be a good noodle.
What? I have no
I've
food
only
for you.
taken the boot off once and only for about 10 minutes, and then I put it back on again.
All right, you can have one more piece of cheese.
Are you supposed to be taking it off at all?
They said I could take it off to shower.
Okay.
Yeah, she took it off, and then Coach Mindless got onto her.
I only had it off for like 10 minutes.
I didn't fuss at her like that, dude.
As long as you're not like that lady that didn't take off her boot for like 10 years that I've seen on TikTok. Don't do that. That's gross.
Oh God, that is gross.
It's on like it's you know how like TikToks gives you like those they're like 1-minute clips of TV shows.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yeah, it was that.
Unfortunately.
Apparently, there's a show that's like Dr. Pimple Popper, but it's a podiatrist.
Oh, yes. I know exactly
No.
what show you're talking about.
No,
And there's
thank
like
you.
a lady who didn't take off her boot for 10 years or whatever.
Why?
Because she didn't want to look at her foot.
So wear socks. Wear boots. Regular boots.
She had some sort of like misshapening of her foot, and then like I don't know, she had to wear the boot for a while. It made the shape of her foot worse, and then she just decided, I don't want to see it, and then left the boot on.
People are. Never mind. I'm not gonna ask more questions because I don't want to know
I
the
wish
answers,
you
'cause it's
had
just gonna annoy me.
the sound
Agreed. I don't
alerts
want
enabled
to
right
know the
now
answer.
because that's a dumb way to die right there.
That
Dumb
used to
ways
be
to die.
that was used to be one of my favorite shows. Did you
I
guys ever
hated
watch
that.
1,000 Ways to Die?
Yes, actually.
Oh, I loved that show.
I liked it when it was a
It was
freak
a pretty good
death.
show.
I hated it when it was a stupidity death.
I'm just hoping that when I see Ortho on Tuesday, they give me a boot that actually fits.
You are a petite lady.
I'm not, though. Like, legitimately, I'm not.
Okay, why does she just sound like my daughter? When I told her she's tiny, I'm not though.
How tall are you again, Babs?
.5'6", 6.93 inches.
So you're just a little shorter than me. That's
I
fine.
used to be 5'9".
There's such a thing called shrinkage. It happens.
It does happen.
I used to be 6 foot. Now I'm 5'10".
I used to be 5'1". I went to the chiropractor and became 5'2".
I have not grown since I was 16, and I haven't shrunk either, which is weird.
Well, it comes from 20 years of driving semi.
Yeah, that would probably,
That's gonna compact you a little bit here.
being all hunched over and stuff.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
been hunched over. I've been hunched over since I was young, so that didn't affect me at all.
I stopped growing
And
at 12, but apparently started shrinking as soon as I hit 40.
My daughter has been 4'9"
Yes,
since she was 12.
that-
She's 15 now, and she still hasn't grown.
I mean,
She is not
I've
quite
been
at
the
the
same height
point
since
where
I was, like,
she is
14.
legally a dwarf yet.
I think you have to be under 5 feet for that.
You have to be. I think it's 4'6", 4'8", maybe at the tallest.
For
Let me check. Let me
hold on.
check.
I was gonna say I had a friend back in high school who was 4'11", and she just barely made it.
My
uncle
great
almost-
grandmother was 4'11" before she started
Oh,
shrinking.
I was wrong. It is 4'10".
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It's like an inch.
My uncle almost got a ticket because of my aunt not being in a booster seat. Because she always has looked young for her age. She's 4'9".
I
Aw.
am so
Officer
jealous of her.
thought she was a child sitting in the front seat, not in a booster seat. Like, that's my... Funny thing is, my
Although
uncle's 7'1".
I mean, technically
Technically-
though, you're still supposed to sit in a booster seat depending on what your height is, whether you're an adult or not.
Yeah.
Because if most laws are written to be proper use, and if you are below a certain height, you physically cannot properly use a seatbelt.
Yeah.
Almost like I have 6 years of being a CPST under my belt.
But the funny thing is,
Hmm.
this was back in
Hey,
the day.
I will
My
say
uncle
that,
is-
well, none of y'all have young kids, but I will tell you that it is always very important to install your car seats properly. 'Cause
I
I
was
can show
I-
you a
passenger
picture
safety-
of a car accident that my then 3-year-old walked away from without a scratch, but had that car seat not been, my husband is
Properly
anal retentive.
attached, it would have been. Yeah.
Because the when I got to the accident scene, the cop pulled me aside and he said, "Whoever installed that car seat deserves a medal, because that is
Guess
the
who
best
was
installed
called
car
to
seat I've ever
install
seen, and
all
that
the
saved
car
her
seats?
life."
Guess who was
So-
called to install all the car seats here for my nephews and nieces? Yo.
Clearly, both of you guys. I will say most police departments do offer it. Usually,
They
I
don't know
know.
what you're doing though. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
They're not
well,
certified.
so don't half of the people in New Orleans with kids running around their back seat. But at least it's better than something.
Ooh,
Mhm.
she went straight to the New Orleans accent right there.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
What are you talking about? The New Orleans accent? That's my
He's from
accent.
Boston.
New Orleans.
No,
New Orleans has a slight, for the record, New Orleans has a slight New York accent, and I
that's
have
what
a
I
Boston
mean.
accent.
That's what I mean. It was not very thick on you until just a moment ago. You
I was
went
a child
real thick.
passenger safety technician for 6 years. Some of the worst
Yeah,
installs
but-
I've ever seen were from fire and police departments.
Yeah. Nowadays they have to be. I don't know
No,
if
they don't.
their certification, but they sure as hell.
It's a
Are
national
not-
certification, and no, they don't.
Well, fact of the matter is then there's not enough of you guys if police and fire are the only go-tos for proper installation. So
You're not
there
wrong.
ain't much. Yeah.
You're not wrong. And the main reason I stopped doing it was
Fire and
because
rescue is probably the better ones to go for.
no, because I got tired of not being listened to because I didn't have a penis or a gun on my hip.
I'm pretty sure you can't say that word on Twitch.
Actually,
As a reminder.
you can. It's YouTube. You can't say that on. And we're well past the threshold.
Yeah, we're past.
And I'm sorry. Right out the gate, we killed the threshold anyhow, so it doesn't matter.
What threshold for what?
The time frame that you can
For what you
actually
can
say, for what you can say, whether or not it's a curse word or anything like that.
Yeah.
Twitch has like a 30-minute threshold. YouTube has no threshold. It will quite literally does not care. I'm trying to remember if it cares or not here. They usually don't care. They won't monetize you, but they will.
They're more worried about copyright than.
They're more worried about copyright than anything else.
Oh, then we're good.
Yeah. We got no music going on here. What are you talking about?
But yeah, the funny thing about
And the
my
music that we
that
have
happened.
was written for us, and we have permission to use.
Exactly.
But the funny thing about that incident was it was back in the day. Like I said, my uncle was 7'1". They had a Geo Metro. You want to know how my uncle drove that car?
Oh,
Yeah, there was no front seat from the driver's side. He sat in the back seat and drove, and it was hilarious watching that man step out of that little bitty car.
What
My
in the
first car
world
was a
possessed
Hyundai
that man
Excel.
to get a Geo Metro?
money.
No, it wasn't even that.
Yeah.
He done it because he thought it would be funny.
He did it for the lulz.
Yes, he done it for the lulz. You know how many times he got pulled over and was asked to step out of the vehicle and then
Holy heck.
My first car was a Hyundai Excel hatchback with 2 doors. And the football players would each take a corner and shift it from one parking spot to another. It didn't weigh very much.
I would
there
think
is
so.
well, there used to be. I think he retired now. There used to be a state trooper down in that stayed in Mobile, Alabama. I got pulled through for a DOT inspection, and he comes up. At that time, I had my 379, and sits real high off the ground. It's 379, and he comes up and just puts his arms, on my windowsill, and I'm like, officer, if you don't mind, can you not stand on my running board? I don't want you to fall off. He goes, I'm not standing on your running board.
Hey,
I
yo.
look out, dude is standing on the ground. I'm like,
Damn.
like, oh shit, you a big old boy.
You ate your Wheaties today.
He ate his Wheaties for his entire lifetime, and we lost Artemis.
Did we lose her, or did she step out?
Wi-Fi is failing.
Ah. Wah, wah, wah. Still, big old boy.
Oh, just so everyone is aware, Terry and I have a plan so that
Oh yeah, you put that in
nobody
here.
dies when Pippi upends gravity.
Yeah,
Oh.
You're all going to be issued deputy badges, at the beginning of the campaign, which neutralizes all of Pippi's offensive spells. Because if she's going to try to out Kevin, I don't want y'all in the blast radius.
And while the character is chaotic, the player doesn't want to actually, cause
Kill
harm to the other player's character. Pippi's crazy.
You say
And while
that,
I
but
am
I don't
too,
believe you.
not that way.
And it only works for Pippi's magic.
Well, I mean, my idea was like a token that would allow y'all to cast Featherfall as a reaction, but I think his idea is better.
And I think Siri is going to be in charge of the fairy jar, which will be given to her at the start of the campaign. Or Isaac will just go up to her,
Artemis, I
in
was
case
thinking
she
about
gets a
it,
little
and
out of hand, just hold on to this. The fairy jar. It's a it's a 20-inch jar with a nice big wide mouth that is that is enchanted against all fairy magic. So if Pippi gets out of hand, you just put her in the jar. The lid's got holes in it. She'll be all right.
Yes.
So, am I just to gather then that this entire campaign is just going to be an absolute chaos goblin?
Yes.
It sounds like it.
Everything is just for the joke.
Maybe.
The rule of thumb is it funny? Yes. Okay.
Then we're doing it. All right, just so long as I understand the play style of this particular campaign.
Yeah, this campaign is meant to be, like the first one where it's more fun, more,
I wasn't in the first one, Terry.
Oh yeah. Well, neither was mindless.
Neither was
Yes,
I.
or Artemis.
I came in. I found out that they were finally starting to stream it here at my suggestion. Near the tail end. So I was like,
Yeah, except for
okay.
King. King's playing a serious character, so King will be the only one.
King is the responsible one this time.
And and now Mando gets to join him in the seriousness.
And Pog,
No,
although Pog does have pretty decent intelligence, is pretty much all fist, no brain. She is Chuck Norris with wings. She does not fly. The earth just instantly falls away.
Underneath that beard, is there another fist?
Pippi doesn't have a beard.
Underneath her beard, or underneath Pog's beard, is another fist with a beard, with another fist.
How many attacks does Pog have?
I think she has her action, let's see, her action, her second action, her bonus action, and her reaction. I think. Let me pull up her.
We're at level 4, right?
Yeah, she's a champion fighter, which I
I
don't
thought
think.
5.
No, champion fighters don't get extra attack until level 5.
Yeah.
Wait,
we
may be
Yeah,
level
you're
5.
on level 5.
Yeah, that's what I
We
meant.
may be level 5.
I'm level 5.
I thought my brain borked for a second there. Forgive me.
Yeah, she has her two actions, bonus action, and then what is this other? What is this?
So she has, she gets her
and
2 attacks. If she attacks with her offhand, she can use that as a bonus action, and then of course has a reaction. So she theoretically has 4 attacks.
yeah. And because I'm not sure if this is because of her class, because she's a champion fighter, or because of her race, but she also has tactical mind.
Tactical mind. I don't. That sounds like it's a class thing here. Give me a second. That's
You have a mind for
subclasses.
tactics on and off the off. When you fail an ability check, you can expend a use of your second wind to push yourself towards success. Rather than regaining hit points, you roll 1d10 and add the number rolled to your ability check, potentially turning it into a success. Okay, and if the check fails, you don't use the second wind, so you still have the second wind. Okay.
That sounds like a 2004 rule there.
It might be.
Because
2004.
all right,
How is that even possible?
2024.
2024.
My mind is going bork. Will you please? Bear with me.
2004 was still 2, wasn't it?
I don't know. Don't care. It's a 2024 rule is what I'm trying to say.
Let's say 2004 we had Thaco. You want to go back to Thaco?
No, nobody wants to go back to Thaco.
Artemis, I love that Siri has the cape. That is one of my middle son's favorite items. The cape of billowing.
Yeah. What is it? That's improved critical.
Oh, Doc
remarkable
should have the
athlete. No.
hammer. Terry.
Yeah.
Doc should have the hammer.
No hammer. Scalpel. Frying pan of bunk. Don't want hammer. Have frying pan.
No. This is a special hammer. This is a reflex hammer.
Ah, the reflex hammer.
Yeah. When Doc decides
Maxwell
she wants to buy it, she can.
Silver Hammer cannot be used in melee, but gives advantage to intimidation check.
Yeah,
Doc
she has.
should have that.
Where's
This is-
tactical mine? I don't see tactical mine in the subclass
Yeah, that might be
here.
in 2024.
Well, no, what I'm saying is it's not in the subclass.
Oh,
So, tactical mind looks like it is level 2, 3. Tactical shift. Whenever you activate your second wind as a bonus action, you can move up to half your speed without provoking opportunity of attacks. Extra attack. Yeah, this tactical mind level 2. That is fighter, but it is a 2024
okay, that's odd.
rule set here. I am not using the 2024 rules for Zaz. I'm still back on 2014.
Oh, she has advantage on initiative too.
Yes, yeah. Fighters have advantage on initiative.
But yeah, she has a +3 to strength, +3 to dex, +2 to constitution, +1 to intelligence, +1 to wisdom, -1 to charisma.
I also have -1 to charisma, but one of the things
Like I
with
said,
but there
all
was something
fist,
with blood
no
cleric.
brain.
There was something with blood cleric that I was able to do. So I was able to like my saving throw for charisma is not as bad now. So like technically it's -1, but I have +2, I think.
And her weapons is she has a shotgun and a mace with the head shaped like a star.
Sweet dreams, Artemis.
Later, Artemis.
All right, good night, Artemis.
Good night. Fab, send me the hammer that I'm supposed to have.
Okay.
Oh, not have, but it's one of the items in
In
going
the
out of
store.
business.
Oh, okay.
We don't have.
But I
In
think
other words, we're not going to have those on creation.
I do think she should have it though.
I do think she should have it too. Whenever we find whatever this going out of business thing is going out of business here, we're gonna. Well, as soon as we find it, Doc needs to get it.
I'm assuming it's some sort of traveling sideshow.
Going out of business, LLC, Inc., Core, AARP. That is the
Check your
complete title
messages.
of the business. And the only reason I stopped at AARP is I couldn't think of any other acronyms that would.
Doc Maxwell's silver hammer. Yeah.
Small silver reflex hammer weighing about 3 ounces appears harmless, but when attuned to the wielder, can crush diamonds into dust with a single tap. Cannot be used as a melee weapon, but grants +2 to intimidation when equipped.
Oh. Absolute
Bonkers.
bonkers, and I love it.
Oh my
I
goodness.
want to know who's going to get the Doc Browns.
The Doc Browns. Stylish pair of comfortable, rugged boots. These boots grant 1d6 to any sneak skill. However, they are actually oversized clown shoes, and the wearer will need to make a DC 13 dex save or will trip and fall prone. They squeak with each step taken. I remember telling you that they do that. I remember saying that out loud to you.
Oh, the store is now on the website as well.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
let me
I've made a lot of changes to the website, so if you haven't looked at it recently,
the store. Let me see here.
so it is called
Oh, and thanks to Thantali, there are 2 different versions of the pocket cannon. Make sure you purchase the right one.
Pop
But you have the
culture, big
pocket cannon, which is a small brass
messenger,
cannon,
fantasy adverts.
and then you have the pocket cannon, which is a small notebook that contains 1d4 pages that reveals more.
What are we calling it here? What are we calling it here? All I can see is the fantasy adverts.
Are you
Yeah,
not
there it
able
is.
to? I was gonna
There it
say,
is.
is it not loading?
Yeah, the going out of business. Welcome to the in-game store.
I don't know, add something to Twitch so that, followers can buy things from the store for us. Like the Hunger
Oh,
Games.
that's
Just
a
kind
neat
of.
idea.
Thantali spends enough money just to use the Morgan Freeman voice.
That he does. That he does.
I mean, if we get enough viewers on, coming over to Twitch when we go live again in August, then I'll definitely do that. Hey, if you donate, so much, you can get one of the items for one of the players.
There you go.
They'll be. Hey, you know what? They'll be worth bits. They'll be worth bits.
There you go. That's what we have to do: assign a bit value to different items.
Yeah.
Well, we're in place of gold and all that sort of stuff. We've got credits, so that's why I say just assign each and every one of these. These are all these 10 credits, these 500 credits here. That's bit value right there. Do it. Spend 500 bit. Spend 500 bits. Pick one of the ones that are worth 500 bits. There you go. And that's the pocket cannon, by the way.
Oh, hang on. The dog wants to go downstairs. He wants to go to bed. Yeah, you ready for bed?
We're all dropping like flies now, aren't we?
Pumpkin.
All right. I think we had a good little session on the world building. I got quite a few notes added in to help out. Along with a couple of a few little goofs, like of course Fat Squash, Mothman, the Goat Man,
Healing
Is the
slap.
goose coming back?
the Healing Slap.
Yeah. Everyone needs to check out the Meet the Cast page. Verify that you like the picture and that you like your bio. And anything you want changed, just send to me and I'll update it. Probably as soon as you send it to me because I ain't got nothing else to do.
You misspelled messenger.
Where?
On the website.
Yes, I understand that, but where? So that I can fix it.
Where on the website? Where on the website?
Oh, on the drop down.
Drop down.
And in the
which page?
The hyperlink.
Yeah, you call it messenger. It's messenger.
Where?
Okay, on your drop down here, over on the right hand side here where it says more, and you scroll down to where it says big mesa.
Oh, I see.
Messenger. It's messenger.
Thank you.
And then the hyperlink down at the bottom. You done the same there too.
Oh, when I change it.
When you change one, it changes the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so don't worry about it.
Oh, and side note on the Kevin truck, by the way, y'all, it did not have a wizard driving the car. It was some chick.
Okay.
When I saw the Kevin, and I now look for it because I've seen it more than once, but now I look for it.
Okay.
All right, that should be fixed now.
From my Meet the Cast here. Actually, I'll be honest with you. There's nothing to change. That's a good picture of me. I wish my frumpy face still had my tongue. I had my my tongue sticking out of it here. I did not get a chance to save that.
It's just a screenshot from one of your videos.
I know. I no longer have that that particular image anymore.
Oh, okay.
So
I gotta find the website link. I don't have it saved for some stupid reason.
I'll send it to you right now.
but I don't have that asset anymore for whatever reason. It just didn't carry over.
You have it in your messenger.
There we go. I had it somewhere else, but I just don't have it. Oh, see, I like the photo. I like the Death Star IT photo.
Screenshot from one of your videos.
I figured. As long as you're not using one of my like the news anchor ones, because that'll confuse people. Have you not seen my mindless? Have you not seen my news anchor videos?
They're awesome.
I don't think I have. I
so
know what I'm doing tonight. I know what I'm doing
therapy
tonight.
to deal with all that is terrible in the world and all the terrible things that Tangerine Palpatine is doing. I make funny videos, basically poking fun at him of all of his ridiculousness. I turn it into Star Wars, so like it's Emperor Palpatine. Was it the one? Emperor Palpatine signed an imperial order making BASIC the universal standard language for all of the Galactic Empire. He accepted a luxury sail barge from the Black Sun Syndicate. Is offering citizenship to Pike Syndicate members. They're all like that.
The analogies are almost too easy.
You can thank ChatGPT for that one. I plug the story into ChatGPT and it writes it for me. I do make minor edits, and then I dress up like
Go for
Carolyn
the blonde wig there.
It's not gonna work because my hair's on ponytail. There. Hide my ponytail. There. Then I have the wig that goes with it and an ever-growing, large-sized, obnoxiously large-sized Imperial symbol.
Ever growing, you say?
Yes. The next time I film, I'm gonna print it again, and I'm gonna print it at the next size up. I'm gonna print it 125%, and it's just gonna get progressively bigger as I make them. I don't know if you guys see like Lysandra Vasquez's videos and all of the like crosses that she does to make fun of KKK Caroline, but yeah. She does like chicken nugget crosses, and I think she's done like a Doritos Locos Tacos cross. She did pill bottles once. Like they get more ridiculous every single time she makes a new video. It gets progressively funnier. But yeah, don't use the.
I know what I'm checking out tonight then.
Yeah.
All right. It is almost 10 o'clock. I gotta get up early in the morning.
I don't gotta get up, so I'm taking my slot to stream as early as I possibly can here so that you won't steal my views. You won't steal them. Not this time.
I'm hoping I can sleep tonight.
I'm hoping you can too.
It's really hard because this boot is heavy.
No, let me make sure.
I'm assuming you have to sleep with the boot on, right?
That's my assumption until they tell me otherwise. When I said I'd only taken it off for like 10 minutes in the last 24 hours, that was the first time I had taken it off since they put it on last night.
I'll say this much here: you gave me a hard time here, but I do recommend every so often, especially if you start feeling a little itchy here, if you have the ability to take that boot off for a little bit, do so. Air it out a little bit here, wash it out, whichever you need to do here, but put it back on if you're going to be moving around.
Is it a soft boot?
Nope.
Well, the inside is soft. Use vodka.
Use what?
Vodka.
I don't have any of that. I
Vodka.
can't drink on my medication.
Well,
Her medication is such that bad things
know.
happen.
I know. I'm
Oh,
just
I
saying,
would absolutely be unconscious.
the best thing to use on
For cleaning
soft
it?
parts that get all sweaty and disgusting is vodka.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think she can have it nearby. The temptation to drink is just so high.
I just have Febreze. I've got the Febreze that's for like pet odors.
All right. Well, I do recommend getting some more than a deodorizer here. I recommend getting a full cleaning agent to clean it out when you get the chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I'm going to end this stream and get a shower and go to bed.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, and we might do this again in a couple of weeks, just depending on how my schedule looks. But build the lore a little bit more before showtime.
Yeah. Anything you want me to put in the newspaper, just send it to me.
All right.
Because I'm
Alrighty.
getting started on that. I'm tweaking all of the ads.
I'll give you a little. I'll send sometime this coming week. I'll send you something, Babs, to put in for Zaz's description. For
Yeah.
the website.
I guess
Awesome.
I'm going to put out some sort of public health announcement.
Yes.
That would be a good thing to put in the newspaper.
Wait a minute. Okay, question. Is there a brothel?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
All right, she's going to put out a public health service announcement for anybody who wishes.
Well, how
to join
do
the
you
brothel.
think Dimwit Dan got the worst case of syphilis ever?
I told him that place weren't clean. I
It's
swear I
not that
told him.
they're all unclean. It's just Big Mama.
Like I said, that's just that
Is
is
it
the
Big
one
Mama
place that I would
or
never
Little
recommend
Daddy?
going.
What, Babs?
Do you have to worry about Big Mama or Little Daddy?
Little Daddy is actually quite clean. It's Big Mama who's got. She comes to me at least once or twice a week. Just saying.
What does she have? Yes.
I am a professional. I would not ever reveal her problems, but she's got quite
nor
a
do
few.
I want to know. Nor do I want to know them. I don't want to know them.
Well, you might if you want to be with Big Mama.
You got gonorrhea and I didn't even know that existed.
Ma'am, I'm too young to be going to that place here. I may sound gruff and old here, but I am still, by dwarven standards, very young.
Okay. I'm terrible with ages.
Hang on, I gotta add Big Mama.
I don't
into
think
the
we
list.
determined how old
good
Tippy
luck. I
is.
was joking.
Yes, you're adding lore. You were in character when you led that.
No.
You were in character.
I should not be allowed to be in character. I am dangerous.
If you say
That's
it,
all,
in
clip it.
character, it's canon.
Clip it.
Did I not say if you said anything in character, it would be canon?
No. No. Oh, goodness gracious. What have I done? Ah.
The for future reference dwarves are like canonically young until they're like 100 or something.
Oh no. What have I done?
Babs didn't warn you about that? You know how many
Yeah.
things became canon
Okay,
because
all
Babs
right.
said it
For
in character?
reference,
He had
no,
said it in
I'm gonna
chat,
make
too.
Big Mama is not human. I don't know what Big Mama is, but she's not human.
She's a Goliath.
No, even better, make her a dwarf
No, hell no.
or
A
a gnome.
halfling. Make her a halfling.
She's a halfling.
gnome.
Big Mama is a halfling.
She's a gnome. She's a gnome.
Or no.
Oh
What
gosh.
is Little Daddy?
Goliath.
Little Daddy is a giant. Little Daddy.
Yeah,
is
he's
a
a no. He's a half giant. He's a half giant.
Little Daddy is a giant. I often wonder how Critical Role and some of the stuff that happens on Critical Role gets that unhinged, and I think I figured it out.
Not enough coffee is what it is. Not enough coffee.
It's just the people are absolutely unhinged.
Yes, that too.
And they're allowed to just be out. They're just allowed to go nuts. All right, so Big Mama is a halfling, and Little Daddy is a giant.
Lil Daddy is the one who takes Big Mama to your clinic. What are you talking about? He can't even fit in the door. He can't even fit in the door. He's outside the door going.
Little Daddy is Big Mama's bodyguard.
I'll be
For
waiting
when
out.
the Johns don't want to pay.
I'll be waiting for you out here,
He's
Big
the
Mama.
enforcer. He's the enforcer.
Yeah, there you
Little
go.
Daddy is the enforcer.
I'm gonna have to have mindless do all the voicing anytime y'all talk to Big Daddy, and he's gonna sound like Mongo.
No, it's Little Daddy. It's Little,
Little
Daddy.
Daddy, I mean,
Big
yeah.
Mama.
Little Daddy sounds like Mongo.
Mongo no like.
Exactly.
Don't know. Little Daddy just pawned in Game of Life.
I'll get the pirate saying recorded for you later, Terry.
Oh, Terry, the town has to have a barber. There has to be
Snips
a
the
barber.
barber.
What?
Snips the barber.
No. It's got to be something better than that. So, like, there's got to be like a barber that competes with Doc.
We're not done yet.
I mean, we have a cobalt named Hugs. That's actually a level 20. Let's see, what is he?
Level 20 fighter, wasn't he?
I believe so. Let me pull up his sheet.
You've told me over stream at one point or another here, but I don't think you've actually put it down in the Discord yet.
Yeah, it's not in the Discord. I'm looking at the.
You're looking at his actual stats here.
Yeah, he is a level 20 defense fighter.
Oh dear Lord, he's a sword and shielder. Oh
yeah, he's a board and sword.
That is the most powerful weapon in existence, the sword and shield.
Well, that's what I have, sort of.
You're a
But he talks like Yoda.
I have a scalpel and a frying pan, but they basically are effectively the same.
Okay, what is the Razor the Barber? No, we're not calling them.
No, it's got to be something like oxymoron for it. It's got to be more ironic than like Snips.
Baldy.
No. Because like in Old West, barbers were also surgeons. They were used like surgeons. They just cut.
Harry.
I mean, they didn't
like Babs is saying. Babs is saying Harry.
Whatever it was, they'd cut it.
Harry. Harry. Harry.
No, I don't mean cut hair. I mean barbers work.
Yeah.
No, she's talking about the name.
No.
The name. The name Harry.
No, Stubbs. No. Nubs? He doesn't have fingers? I don't know.
He's missing a couple of fingers.
He's missing a couple of fingers.
Stubbs.
3-Finger Joe.
Oh! 3-Finger Joe. The barber.
3-Finger Joe the barber.
All right, what is 3-Finger Joe?
He's a barber.
Yeah, I meant race.
Race. Something that normally gets a lot of fighting here because he's got 3 fingers.
No, he's not. He doesn't have 3 fingers because he gets in a lot of fights. He got.
I'm talking about for his past.
With a razor.
Oh, Kenku.
I'm looking. Give me a second.
Mm.
Tiefling?
do tiefling.
No, not a tiefling.
Eric Crow?
Hobgoblin.
Hobgoblin, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Hobgoblin. There you go.
Three-Fingered Joe, the Hobgoblin Barber.
It ain't easy being blue. Are you crying?
The three.
Are you laughing so hard you're crying?
The barber. Three fingers show it.
Oh God.
No, because I started thinking about
Trust my life to a succubus, I would.
No, he's got to talk like Kermit.
No. If Kermit is going to be here, no.
No, I started thinking about how.
If we're going to have a Kermit voice, it's not going to be Three Finger Joe. He's got it because Three Finger Joe is a hobgoblin.
No,
Kermit has to be a grung.
No, Three-Fingered Joe is Big Mama's favorite customer.
You know, yeah, let's
See,
go for that. But no, Kermit has to be a grung. Grung are a frog people. Kermit has to be a grung.
Oh no. What? Oh, I can't breathe.
A grung or a bullywug. A bullywug.
Oh, this is gonna get so crazy. No, we can't have more behind the scenes. We're just gonna start building the townspeople for Terry. Like, the town's just gonna get progressively more ridiculous as we go on.
Yes. That's the plan.
Oh, this is gonna be insane.
Let's see how this sounds. Does this sound good for Three Finger Joe?
Uh-oh.
What song?
Okay, is it not going through?
No, it's
No.
not going through.
Dang it. Hang on. Settings. Audio. Okay, how about now? Why are you not going through? That is weird. Oh.
Scuff.
Okay, that's going through. Why is it only...
Whoa. That's really deep.
For Three-Fingered Joe? No, that's not right for Three-Fingered Joe.
Yeah. That sounds more like for Little Daddy. Whoa.
We could use this as Three Finger Joe.
Oh, there you go.
For a hobgoblin?
And I'm coming out high pitched too.
We could use this.
No.
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 And I
don't
swear to
use
God,
the toys.
I swear to God, if you say ooh, I'm coming to Florida. You do not. Telling you, ooh.
We could use this as Three Finger Joe.
Yeah, that sounds,
there you
that
go.
sounds Three-Fingered Joe-like. Yeah, I'll take that for Three-Fingered Joe.
That sounds a little more three fingery. Did you expect something?
No,
Did you?
I'm not gonna say it.
Did
have
you
thoughts that I should not say out loud. Not gonna say.
Do you want to
Did
know
you-
what that voice is called?
What is that voice
It's
called?
labeled as romantic.
Okay.
Hence why he is Big Mama's favorite customer.
No, I thought it was because he's got 3 fingers.
That's for Three Finger Joe.
I am not amused. I am not amused.
Don't look at me
I
like
am-
that.
I will look at you however I want. I made this asset. I can use it however I want.
Uh-huh.
So, do we want to stop now before we come up with more townsfolk by accident? Because we
I need
decide
to
we want to
stop.
talk in character?
I need to stop and go to bed.
No, I'm done for tonight. I think I've done enough damage.
You've not done enough damage here. I will come up with more stuff for him to go over next
You
time.
haven't done enough damage until you almost killed Babs from laughing too hard. Which I think we've done, what, twice already? 3 times?
At least.
We've
how
actually had
many
to
of-
stop for a moment, let Babs catch her breath.
Those were good days. Those were good days.
Pretty sure that's the time. That was right after I broke my ribs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Babs, why are you so breakable?
She's
Stop it.
delicate and made of porcelain.
Apparently. The real answer is osteopenia.
Does that go good with guacamole?
And Hashimoto's and Ehlers-Danlos.
I have Hashimoto's. I know that one.
I've lost 26 pounds since
You've
starting
lost
my
weight? How
medication.
did you lose weight on Hashimoto's?
Since they started the medication.
Oh, that's why. Yeah. See, that I have Hashimoto's. The only way I've lost weight is because they put me on medication to make me lose weight.
They just put me on the levothyroxine, and
That's
I've
a
lost
fun
26 pounds.
Yeah.
It's amazing the difference having a working thyroid makes.
It doesn't
Even if
it
it is
though?
artificially.
See, I've been on Wegovy for a year, and it's put Hashimoto's almost completely in remission.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've got to do this. Then
I
Tally,
know.
be prepared to clip it.
What?
I am going to tell King exactly where you live.
I don't know what that was.
He did an ooh-woo.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
okay.
No, it's not King. You need to tell me. You need to tell me where he lives, and then I'll go pick up King, and then we'll both ride over. Oh, I think I live a lot closer to Terry than King does.
King
Yeah,
does-
King's
yeah,
on the
King-
West Coast. So yeah.
He's way out there.
Only one person here knows where I live.
It's Florida, right?
No,
No,
I'm from Florida.
he is. He is not. He is not in Florida. He's closer to Babs.
Well, then he's closer to me,
Yeah.
because I'm like an hour and a half away from Babs.
I'll leave him to you two. If you need any baseball bats, let me know. I'll send them to
You can
you.
come pick me up, and then we can go together.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent.
Good. Good.
Mm.
Do it.
Oh no, my uniform's downstairs.
No, all I'm going to say is, as as evil as Palpatine, Invader was, they did bring the unemployment level in Alderaan down to 0.
It's true. Equally so, the rebels brought any open job postings on the Death Star also to a close. They eliminated any wasteful positions on the Death Star.
Is that why I can't get a job over there?
You have to beat the AI, the hiring droid, and his algorithm is all kinds of messed up. So yeah, it's really hard to get a job on the Death Star.
Oh,
these
I'll
days.
beat the algorithm hiring droid here. I've got a mallet around here somewhere that could use a good use.
Oh, that won't work. It's virtually indestructible. Believe me, we've tried.
Damn it.
Have you tried chunking it out the airlock?
Yes, and I got a write-up for it.
Yeah, HR doesn't mess around, does it?
Ask Dolores.
She's not returning my phone calls.
That's what I named my car.
Dolores?
Yes. Dolores is not alive anymore, but yeah.
Aw.
All right. Let's end this shenanigans before somebody says something else and we
Oh
wind
no.
up adding more character. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.